Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This is a brand new show. We've not done this show yet today, so we're starting from scratch. It's there, Colin. He was all worried. He was on the phone. I could see it. Wanted to make sure it was on. Anyway, so if you're watching on TV, we're going to have some opportunities for you to call in, but not right this minute, okay? But I just want to let you know that we are here inside Smith's Cafe in Seaford, Delaware. We have an action-packed show. If you are watching this show for the first time, you want to relax because it's 3 hours long, and we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of different guests, and we do a lot of different things. But the first thing I want to talk about is a great place to get your automobile worked on. It's a company called Walls Service Center. Now, for those that know all about Walls Service Center, some of this is going to sound like a repeat, so I'll try to make it as interesting as I can. But for you listening that says, I've never heard of Walls Service Center, I want to tell you about it. It is a business in Milford that has been around now for 60 years, okay? Colin Walls is a friend of mine. His grandfather started it. And then his father took it over, and now Colin is running it with his son, Colin II, right in line to take things over in the future. So we're talking about 4 generations of Walls is running Walls Service Center, and they're downtown Milford, Delaware, conveniently located. So if you need any type of automotive repair and you're just not getting the service you wished you got wherever you're going, whether you're going to a big place or a little place or whatever, Walls Service Center is a family-owned and operated automotive repair facility downtown Milford, okay? Like I say, there's 4 generations of Walls's represented there. So they do things like something as simple as an oil change. They do exhaust work. They do brakes. They can tune your vehicle up. If you're having trouble with your air conditioner, they can fix that. So there's all kinds of things they do. They even replace, front-end parts if your steering parts aren't right or, your bearings or anything. They do pretty much everything except tires. Now, if you have an automobile and you just loved it and you've had it for years and the motor's bad or not worth fixing, they can put another motor in your vehicle or another transmission. So whether it's a big job, a small job, something simple, right down to I'm getting ready to go through inspection and I want to make sure all my lights are working and my horn's working and my wipers are good, they can do a quick check for you. So they're conveniently located right downtown Milford, and they're right next to the I don't know if it's called the Bicentennial Park, but the Milford Park. And there's a nice little place there if you wanted to go and get your automobile worked on and go eat lunch. There's numerous restaurants right downtown Milford. You can go get an ice cream cone. You can walk the river walk, or you can go to the library. You can rent a bicycle. You can rent a kayak. There's so many things to do in Milford. So, again, if you're looking for an honest, family-run and oriented place to get your automobile worked on, Walls Service Center is it. They're not a big conglomerate. The owner is there on the scene most of the time, so it's an owner-operated automotive repair facility. In fact, some days, Colin's actually out there himself turning wrenches and getting things done. So again, something as simple as an oil change, and when they do an oil change, they have this, I forgot how many points there are, but they check all these other things. So when you get an oil change, they check your brakes and they look your front end parts over and they check the depth of the tread in your tires and the air pressure and just all types of things, and they just let you know the condition of your vehicle. And every oil change or any automotive repair greater than an oil change comes with a free roadside assistance program in case you ever run out of gas, lock your keys in your car, need a jump start, have a flat tire. You get that roadside assistance program absolutely free, no additional cost. So it's not just an oil change, it's an oil change plus. We inspect everything on your vehicle, plus you get the roadside assistance, all for the price of an oil change. So if you have any questions, they are open today from 8 to noon, and they will be answering the phone at 8. It's 422-8110 is the phone number. It's right there on your screen. Also, you can go to wallservice.com, and you can request an appointment. You can look them up on Facebook and request an appointment there, too. So if you want to just schedule something yourself, you can do it right there online or on Facebook. So anyway, that is Walls Service Center. I highly recommend them. I've dealt with them for years, and they're good people. They'll take good care of you, and they know what they're doing. All right, we're going to have a guest on in just a minute. We're waiting to join our radio audience. So we are also, not only are we on My Cozy TV, but in a minute or two, we're going to transition over and we're going to be on radio also. And there's a lot of people already watching on the Facebook. So we're also on Facebook. So we're on Jim Weller's Facebook page. So if you're watching right now and you say, well, I got to get up and I got to get rolling, you can listen to it or watch it on Facebook. On Delaware 105.9 is the radio station that we're also on. So we're prepping for the radio. So that means that we need to look right and act right and be prepared, because once we come on the radio, we're rolling. And some of our radio audience is driving. So good morning to everybody, whether you're watching on TV, watching on Facebook, or listening on the radio. This is Weller Does Delmarva, and it is a show number 259. That means next Saturday's show will be our 5-year anniversary. One hand. 5 years of doing the show. I have nothing planned except we're going to do the show. So anyway, we're here, and I wanted to talk for just a minute about Delaware Eye Clinics. People have been listening to me brag about these people. I'm very happy. Dr. Tim Smith is who I like to deal with for my eye care. But there's many other doctors there, so he's not the only one. It's just the one I'm really happy dealing with. But they sell eye care. They have prescription glasses and non-prescription glasses, whether you need work glasses or whatever you need. They're very good. They're very friendly. They're very helpful, and I really enjoy dealing with them. So if you're looking for a place to get your eyes checked, or your kids or your grandkids or whatever, it's called Delaware Eye Clinics. Okay, I'm going to give you their phone number in just a minute. They're located in Milton, right there on the Lewis-Georgetown Highway, locally owned and operated. They're not part of some big conglomerate. You'll notice most of the people I advertise for on this show, they are people that are locally owned and locally operated, because I like that. Because that way, if you want to talk to the owner, you can. So it's called Delaware Eye Clinics. Again, it's a full-service facility, designer eyewear, prescription, non-prescription, sunglasses, eyewear for safety, sports, readers, and contacts, whatever you need. The phone number, I love this number. It's 684-2020. 684-2020. It's called Delaware Eye Clinics on the Lewis-Georgetown Highway in Milton. Okay? So I'm trying to keep my hands together, because people say I'm doing this all the time. So I don't want you to forget that the show here is inside Smith's Cafe, which means it's sponsored by Smith's Cafe. They sponsor us and have us here, and we appreciate them doing it. And we have a lot of different guests that come on, and we try our best to bless the community. So here we go. First guest of the morning, Delaware State Trooper, friend of mine, Juanita. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How
Good.
are you?
I'm good. So has your children started back to school yet?
No, not yet.
Is it
they
next
go
week?
After Labor Day.
After Labor
Yeah.
Day. Okay, so you got another week with them.
We do.
Okay, are they excited?
I'm excited.
You're excited. Okay, you don't know if they're excited.
They're
okay.
getting
Well,
it.
you got to build it up, and you got to tell them how
do.
great it is,
We
and
do.
it's better than any amusement park
Yeah.
they've been to.
Yeah. Well, the little guy,
So-
he's going to kindergarten, so
Oh,
he's,
okay.
he's pretty stoked.
All right, well, good. All right, well, you have something related to back to school to talk about.
Do, yeah.
Coming up this week, Wednesday, maybe?
Yeah, well, it actually runs, so it's kind of two-parter.
Okay.
So for like 4 years now, we've done our Operation Backpack, where we
Okay.
collect school supplies for kids throughout the state who are in need of those things. So, crowns and pencils and backpacks, anything that they'll need.
Okay.
And so we've done that, and there's
Done that for 4 years now.
4 years
This
now.
is part of the community outreach side of the
Correct.
Delaware State Police?
Yep.
Okay.
And people have been able to just drop those items off at any troop location.
Okay.
So we've continued with that, and that runs through the end of the month.
All right.
But this year, an added component of that is partnering with DART First Aid and doing
Oh.
a Stuff the Bus
Really?
event. So this Wednesday, from
Okay.
12 to 6, we'll be at the Milford Walmart. And
No
then
kidding.
Thursday, also from 12 to 6, we'll be at the Rehoboth Walmart taking
Wow.
collections, so people can go and do
So-
their own school shopping. And
So this is where you could stop by. There'll be a DART bus, doors open, and basically you could say, "Here, I was in Walmart and I bought a couple extra backpacks." Or
paper, anything, any supplies that might be
Really?
needed. Absolutely.
do you have like a
Yeah.
list of supplies, or just
There is actually on the Delaware State Police Facebook page. We have a flyer posted
Okay.
there that has kind of the basic stuff, but it's just 3-ring binders or folders, pretty much the very
Pencils?
generic pencils.
Are they called number 2 pencils?
Number 2 pencils?
Number 2 pencils.
crowns, colored pencils, markers. Just there's
Really?
Elementary.
How about super glue? Not super glue. What's that? Elmer's glue.
Yeah,
That
glue sticks.
Doesn't have to be Elmer's.
Doesn't
I
have to
didn't
be-
mean to
yeah.
say a name brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glue sticks.
Glue
Yeah,
sticks,
just
yeah,
those
okay.
basic elementary age type items.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I can't ever remember using any school supplies. So, except the one that says, Jimmy needs to get out early today. Signed, Jim Weller. It was terrible. But anyway, this is a great event. This is the first time. Have you ever stuffed a bus before?
We have not.
It's a lot of work.
I'm excited.
Wow. So we're encouraging people to mark their calendar right now.
Absolutely.
It's this Wednesday, noon to 6 at Milford Walmart.
Correct.
And then this Thursday, noon to 6 at Rehoboth Walmart.
Correct.
They can do both, or is there a limit?
They can do both, either, whatever
limit?
they want to do. We'll
Okay.
take it all.
You'll take it all.
Yeah, and then
So-
we'll work with the schools to get those supplies out to the kids who need them
Wow.
most.
So backpacks, those. I mean, if you get in Walmart and you get to the school supply section, you'll have no trouble figuring out
and
what
you
to
can't
buy.
go wrong, because if there's things that maybe a school wouldn't use, we do partner with maybe the Boys and Girls Club
That's
or
right.
youth clubs or community centers that may also need those items that don't have things, because a lot of our community centers in our area are doing their own after-school programming to give those kids that live in their community something to do.
Wow.
So they're needing supplies.
And this
as
is
well.
all a nice thing that the state police do, the community outreach. You're getting involved more and more with communities,
Absolutely.
you know, more on a proactive way of getting to know your neighbor and getting to
Definitely.
know the neighborhood.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Anything else that we need to know? In other words, so they can go to the state police's website or their Facebook page.
Correct.
I think there was a whole list of things you said.
There is, yeah. There's a flyer.
So-
It has the flyer has everything on there, you know. But there's also a press release that kind of describes everything that's on there.
Okay.
And otherwise, just come see us. And if you can't make one of those 2 days, we kind of did it so it would be more convenient. If you're already
Right.
going to the store, you can just stop by. But if you're interested in helping us out and donating, you can still come to any of the troop locations. And there's a collection
Really?
point in the
So this
lobby.
is a statewide initiative.
It is statewide, yes.
Okay, so what is there, 9 troops? I can't even
8.
remember.
8 troops.
Okay. The 9th, that's the new one in Lincoln. I'm just kidding you. Anyway, I'm
They're
just
gonna
saying.
call now.
Yeah, right after they build the new hospital, they have a new one. Yeah. No, they're going to say, Jim, there's not 9 troops. But anyway, what you're saying is if somebody is out and about and they want to drop off some school supplies, they can drop them off at any state police barracks.
Absolutely. Or
Wow.
headquarters as well. They'll
Headquarters
have
up
them
in
there,
Dover.
too.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else?
Yeah, we're gonna go out. Got work in Harrington Heritage Day today.
So Heritage Day is today in
It is
Harrington.
today.
Wow.
Yeah. So they asked
So
for
what
us
are
to
you
come
having
out.
a booth, or you got the horses, or?
No horses today. We're
Okay.
just doing kind of little safety
Okay.
talk education for the kids that come out.
Okay.
And then tomorrow we'll be over at I'll be with the horses tomorrow.
Where's that?
At Meineke and Lewis. They're doing
Are they really?
Cars for a
Something.
Cure, I believe. Is
I
what
think
it's
you're
called.
right.
Yeah. And so we'll be out
So
there.
tomorrow, what time will you be there with the horses?
It's 10 to 2.
10 to 2. So if anybody's never seen the Delaware State Police Mounted Patrol Unit, it's impressive. They're big.
They are very big.
They're very big. I call them massive.
Yes,
In other words, they're
massive.
big. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot. Okay.
Absolutely.
Have a
Thank you
safe
for
day.
having
All
us.
right.
Thanks.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. We good? All right. So anyway, that was Juanita, and look it up, Delaware State Police on Facebook or on their website. But get involved, make a difference. Not tomorrow. It's Wednesday and Thursday. So it's Wednesday at Walmart in Milford from, I forgot already, noon to 6, and Thursday at Walmart in Rehoboth. Stuff the bus. It's kind of neat seeing a bus get stuffed, because I've seen a bus get stuffed with toys for kids once before, and it really is something to see a dart bus stuffed. So I'm going to do a quick commercial for First Class Heating and Air, if I could. I have got a whole list of questions for my next guest. My next guest is Jim Martin, and I was telling my wife Denise all about this last night, and she's like, how is this even going to work? So she wrote down all these questions, and I said, all right, well, we'll read them to him, but we need to be kind to Jim. I don't want to be too hard on him. Last man I had on here that I was rough with is now using liquid nails. But anyway, here we go. That was a joke, everybody. All right, First Class Heating and Air. All right, this is one of the supporters of the show. So we thank them. I actually just dealt with First Class Heating and Air yesterday. I had a house that I wanted them to. I bought one of the maintenance agreements on the heater and air conditioner unit, to where they come and they come twice a year. Once a year they check the air conditioner side, and once a year they check the heater side, and they change the filters. And I didn't even know that was included in it. So in other words, in the house there was 2 different filters. He had them both on the truck, changed them both. He serviced the thing, made sure everything was operating, took all the panels off, and made sure everything was good, and that the little pump that pumps the condensation, out, and he just made sure everything was working good. And I really liked that. Told me how old the unit was and what the reasonable life expectancy of it is, and that it was in good shape, and told me all about the vents under my house, why the underneath of the house is sweating and dripping. This isn't my house. This is another house I'm getting involved with. So anyway, it's called First Class Heating and Air. So if you need service work, if you do not even know who put your unit in your house, but you want it serviced, or you want to get on one of these maintenance programs, in other words, I'm on it. I think it was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like maybe $219 for twice a year. Okay, so they come out, and then if I need anything, if I need plumbing or home performance or any repairs or maintenance, I get 15% off on parts and labor by having this agreement. And when I have a problem, you get moved up the list. You get priority service if you have one of these maintenance agreements, service agreements with them. So that's just one thing that they do. But they install and sell brand new heating and air conditioning systems. If you want to talk about the ductless system, they do home performance. They also do plumbing. So it's a company that's been around now over 40 years in our community, all right? So think about that. These companies you hear me talk about, they've been around a while. They know what they're doing. Their people are in lettered vehicles. They're fully licensed and insured. And that's real important nowadays, that people are fully licensed and insured, okay? So anyway, it's called First Class Heating and Air, 934-8900, 24/7. You can call them. They do offer 7 days a week, 24/7 emergency service is available. Or you can call in the middle of the night if you have a problem and just say, get me on the list for tomorrow, if you would. Plumbing and home performance, serving Delmarva and Maryland for over 40 years. The website is the words firstclasshvac.com. Like them on Facebook if you would, and tell them I sent you. 934-8900. Now, the next guest is a young man named Jim Martin. I've grown to know him and like him and appreciate him, and you're going to hear his heart today because he has a heart for the community of people that are having a tough time, people that are homeless or unemployed or just need a hand up. I mean, Jim's not all about a handout. He's about a hand up, but he has this passion to help the homeless community with is it called a tiny home or mini home or whatever? I forgot what it's called. So what do you call it?
Well, we call it a micro home or a tiny home.
A micro home or a tiny home.
We're trying to upgrade the
from
tent,
a tent.
the tent experience.
Right, and the tent was an upgrade from no tent.
Right, yeah.
So
and it's better shelter and it's safe and they can lock it up.
That's true.
Because they can go to work.
Yes.
And they can go to school.
Because you're all about these people working too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so they can lock up their stuff because they're all worried about their stuff being stolen. So if they can lock it up, then they're good to go for the day and they can come back. And it's really a place to sleep more than a place to live.
Correct. Right.
So that's the idea.
So,
it is transitional. It's temporary.
Right.
And maybe we put it on wheels to make it really temporary. That if we get annoying, then we can just move it.
Right. All right. So a couple things I want to know. Right this minute, you're just trying to create awareness.
Yes.
And you have your eye on 2 or 3 properties.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm learning about all these incredible words. Due diligence. I learned about that. So I'm doing
due diligence. I learned it the expensive way. I would go to auctions and buy things, and then I would learn. Oh, that wasn't zone commercial, Jim.
So I have a lot of smart people that are
good
in this supportive role, and they're trying to tell me due
diligence. Well, that's a wise man who surrounds himself with people smarter than himself.
Exactly.
That's the definition of a leader, I think. All right, so we're looking at some pieces of property for starters. So anybody watching or listening, we do want to say at any time, if you say, I'd like to maybe financially get involved in this, because they can get involved for $50 or $5,000, in other words.
Right.
But what you're talking about is getting a piece of land.
Yes.
And either putting small, tiny homes that are on trailers, or they're on the ground.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So that's what we're hoping. That's our vision. Tapfaith.org is the website. We have a full proposal.
Tap, just T-A-P.
T-A-P, F-A-I-T-H, tapfaith.org. You can see clearly what our proposal is.
Okay.
And there's tabs along the top of the website. You just click on stuff. And you can see examples of what we have in mind.
Because everywhere but Sussex County, this is working.
Yeah, I mean,
Sussex County just hasn't started it yet.
There are valid examples out there. Seattle, Washington. I was just looking at something this morning, and they have found a way to build these structures without the having to pull a building permit.
Okay.
They were somehow able to create this legal process in order to get everything accomplished, but they did not technically have to pull building permits because it fell under 120 square feet of space.
Really?
And it wasn't considered a dwelling space.
Okay.
So there's ways around. I mean, I definitely want to do everything legal. And
right.
Everything.
But you want to do it as efficiently as you can.
Yeah. So we don't have to do something, then let's not.
But the county's well aware of what you're thinking about.
Yeah. And I've been in communication with a lot of folks. I know Janelle is the main contact to start that conversation.
Right.
And I've been in touch with some of the council people. I've been in touch with property owners. I mean, so I think there's a lot of good vibes that I'm feeling in the community that people do want to do this. And also I want to stress that it's not about just our group. It could be other groups that want to do it.
Right.
We're just trying to
The need is humongous.
Yes.
I mean, the need is bigger than just the amount of people you come across.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in my mind, I want to focus on the 3 R's: replication, responsibility, and recovery. And replication is a huge word. Replication is, this is not just my idea. It's shared in the whole community of Sussex County, and any group can take this and replicate it.
Right. It's not just you.
But
it's
it also
not
is
your
about,
group and no more. My forward no more. It's not that.
Right. And it's also about best practices too.
Right.
However we can figure out the best way to do it, that's how we should.
Right. But you want to do it 100% legal and legit. You're not just looking to put a shed in a field or nothing like that.
And super transparent. I mean, we're not hiding from anything.
Right. So what do you need? I mean, in other words, what are are we talking a shed-like facility? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I envision a place no more than 120 square feet of space.
10 by 12.
Yes, it's a safe place to sleep, so we have to keep it warm. We have to keep it cool.
Is it going to be anchored to the ground?
Well, that's a good question. That's some of the things that the due diligence part of it, trying to figure out what fits, in these different codes that we have to follow, the regulations.
Is there going to be bathrooms in them?
Yeah, I envision a main community house that's larger,
like a campground.
So we would need a building permit for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a campground.
Okay, so there would be bathrooms and showers, not in these little huts or whatever. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, so I guess all the neighbors are going to know this.
Oh, the neighbors going to probably have lots of questions, and they're going to have lots of concerns, and they'll be out at the public hearings if we have those. So I'm sure everyone's going to be talking about it.
Would somebody stay in these a night or two, or a week or two, or a month or two?
Well, it's meant as a life skills approach, a sobriety, sober living kind of place where they're progressing.
Okay.
So it's not going to be permanent. It'll be a temporary transitional.
Right.
place.
Again, we're looking for a hand up.
A hand up to get them.
We're not looking to keep them here long.
It wouldn't be considered permanent housing.
Right. Okay.
So.
All right.
And also, I'm asking for a 3-year pilot. Even just try it for 3 years and study it to see. If it's a complete disaster, then we learn from it. But if we do it right, if we get it right, then you replicate it. But why don't we try something? We have to try something. Because
I agree.
Because right now we have homeless people that right now they're living out on the streets right now, and we have to do better for them.
Right. Right now.
I got a call last night. Two people in Seaford. I told them to meet me here, and we were going to do the next step for them.
Okay.
But I mean, there's people. We have to understand that the homeless are already here. They're already with us.
Right. We're not going to draw homeless people.
Right.
You're saying they're already here.
Yes.
Right. They exist, and we're really talking more from a humanitarian point of view.
Right.
We're not saying we want to make Sussex County a hub for the homeless. We're saying we want to bless the homeless that's already here.
Yeah, I mean, I was with a gentleman yesterday outside the Walmart in Georgetown, and he was working full time, and he was homeless, living in the woods, and he was asking me for a tent. So I mean, this is happening in my daily walk every day. And also, I mean, this is also about a faith-based effort too, because God, I think, is calling us to help these vulnerable people.
Right.
I mean, it's like the right thing to do.
Right, but I mean, any of us, 2 or 3 poor decisions, we could be homeless.
Yeah. I mean, I used to say 2 paychecks away. Now we're 1 flat tire away because we don't even know how to fix the flats when they go flat.
Right.
It costs like $500 to get a flat fixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you my advice here. In other words, every time I get a piece of property, I'll give you an example. I want to open a business in Lincoln. The very first thing you have to do is talk to DelDOT.
Yeah, exactly.
The county cannot help you if DelDOT says no. Okay? In other words, there's nothing in the world you can do without DelDOT's blessings first.
Right, transportation. Yeah.
Yep. But I'm talking, is it okay, the entrance and all that?
Right,
and if you're going to buy any land, you need to put in there that it needs to perk.
Yeah, all that
In other words,
sewer.
Right, because if you don't put it in there, you could end up with a piece of land that don't perk.
Even fire safety too.
Fire safety, yeah.
All that stuff all this stuff has to be figured out. I mean, there's like 1,000 moving parts.
Right.
And thank God we have smart people that are watching this thing. Every
Right, because that's the non-emotion side of it. That's the side that if it doesn't meet this criteria and doesn't meet this criteria and doesn't, it won't matter.
Right.
In other words, and that's what I've learned about properties and things like that. In other words, and
yeah.
So anyway, what do you need right now? Do you need helpers? Do you need an engineer? Do you need somebody that's well versed on this? Do you need money?
I mean, we're looking for a good lawyer, a good accountant, a good zoning person that knows about planning, community planning.
Right.
We need pledgers. We need pledgers, meaning that people are willing to pledge $100 per person for this project, and then we set that money aside. We're accountable to it. We'll be.
So if you buy a piece of land, what's a piece of land? $110,000.
Yeah, I'm looking at 3 properties.
Okay, is the most expensive one 110?
Yeah, 110.
Okay, so for starters, you need $110,000 to buy the land, but the land's worthless if Del Dot says no, or if it doesn't perk, or if the county won't allow it, or all the neighbors get riled up.
Yeah, and I think you can ask those questions before you purchase it, though.
Oh.
You could put it under a temporary contract.
Right. Well, you put it right in your whatever it is, your offer. Yeah, right. But if you don't put it, you can't add it later.
So that's why we need a good lawyer.
Okay.
To help us.
Well, I'm being your good lawyer right now and telling you, that.
Right.
And when you put your name on it, you need to say "and assignee," because by the time you put your name on it and you get to it, you might have a name for the organization, and then they won't let you assign it because it was only had your name on it. So everything, every word, every letter matters. Don't just put Jim Martin on the contract and then you decide you want to call this something a name.
Right.
So with this, you need help. You need people you need financial, number one, but if you had the money sitting here today, you still need help figuring out what's the next step and the second step and the third step. That lady Janelle, I think she would help you. In other words, she's real good with the letter of the law. She'll just lay it right out for you. And that's the thing, because you do need to realize, everybody, that when you get into all this government stuff, no emotions matter.
Right, I know. I mean,
in other words, it is only does it fit in the box or not fit in the box.
Yeah, and on that, if I was Councilman Martin and I was sitting watching me apply, I would say no to me right now. I would, because I don't have.
Well, you don't have anything to say yes to at the moment.
Right,
so
exactly. So let's give people something to say yes to that makes
sense.
Right. And we go through all the steps.
But
of figuring out. And
I'm excited for you. I mean, I think this is a great, wonderful. And as I was talking to Jim yesterday, or I don't know, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I could hear in your voice, like, you don't have 40 more years to make this happen.
Yeah,
you are passionate.
I'm not a young man. I'm 58. Is that
you're
young?
58. Well, you're almost old, because I'm 60, and at that point, from the neck up, it has been affecting me.
Yeah. So I think I have a good 10 years of productivity left.
Right, but you want to get on with this.
Yeah.
So you need help. You need anybody watching or listening that has some advice or expertise or input. How does somebody look you up on Facebook?
Yeah,
God
Facebook,
Goes Digital, or
God Goes Digital. There's a page on Facebook. There's also Jim Martin. You just type in Jim Martin and follow me on Facebook. And I'm easy to find. I mean, you can Google my name and just put Jim Martin homeless, and things pop up.
Okay.
And you get phone numbers and emails. So just again, tapfaith.org. There's a ton of information right there at that website.
Okay.
And I'm working on my blood pressure, my cholesterol. I'm lowering all those numbers.
You're getting ready for the challenge.
I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself ready to go.
All right, here we go. Rocky, he's in training for this challenge. All right, well, we're going to leave you. Is that okay?
That sounds good. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Have a good breakfast. Have a good morning.
Sure.
All right, everybody, that was Jim Martin. All right, God Goes Digital. Look him up on Facebook. Get behind this. This is a movement. This is a big thing. This can really bless our community, and we can make a difference. All right, we're going to take a break from the radio. Our TV side of things continues. It never stops. And I see more guests stacking up over here, so we're ready, and everything is good. So you're watching Weller Does Delmarva, and I want to tell you, we're here with you till 10 o'clock this morning. You can watch us on my Facebook page, too. You're watching right now on My Cozy TV, and I think there was somebody before Barry. It's Todd is next, right? There we go. Katie's like, you do not have to tell me. I got it. All right, we're going to talk about Walls Service Center real quick, all right? Walls Service Center, Oh, I think Colin's actually going to talk this time. He's got his grip on the microphone.
Hey, yeah,
so,
I'm ready to
good
go.
morning. You're open today at 8, right?
Yeah, we are open at
8.
excuse me. Clear my throat. It's been so long since I've talked.
Since you've talked, okay.
Right.
So, all right.
All right.
He's clearing his
I'm
throat,
ready to
everybody.
go.
He's going to sing, finally.
We are
Okay.
open at 8 o'clock today, so we will be opening today. We'll be there till about noon, probably.
Okay.
And as long as everything goes good. And so
Everything goes good.
That's right.
I hope you're going to stay there. All right. Well, either way, you're opening at 8.
That's right. We're open at 8
Okay.
o'clock today. So give us a call if you want to get on the schedule for next week. We can get you in next week and get it checked out, whether you've got an air conditioner problem or just, a squeaky belt or just need an oil change.
Squeaky
Something
belt.
as simple as that, we can take care of it at Wall Service Center. But I want to mention
Yes.
things you can just stop in for.
Okay.
Air in your tires.
Air in your tires. All
The
right.
little light that comes on.
Yep.
That tells you need air.
That's just
Stop in. We can put some air in your tires. We can't repair the tires, but if you
Nope.
need to get to the tire shop,
Right.
we can put air in it. Or if you just need
There's no charge for that?
no charge for that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's a big thing. In other words, I'm used to them machines that you got to,
Yeah.
put money in.
Oh,
and
I
then,
had to stop at one of the free ones at one of the gas stations where they have the free one.
Right.
I didn't think I'd ever get that tire filled up.
What was it, a hand pump?
I think a hand pump would have worked better. It took
right.
forever to get the air in. I was away from the shop and I needed some air in a tire.
Really?
So I went to one of those free ones at a gas station and I didn't think I would ever get it filled up. So
All right. But if your light comes on in the dash at Walls, you literally walk outside and do it for 'em.
exactly. And we've got
Okay.
a huge air compressor. You don't even
Right.
see it. It's in the back
Right.
just a banging away.
Because when you're working for nothing, you want to get it done.
That's right. We want to get it done as fast as possible. So we will put air in your tires for
Okay.
no charge, and
All right.
we'll tell you which tire was low. Sometimes it's not specific on your dash which tire
I
it
agree.
is, but we could tell you which one is low, and
Okay.
then you can take it to the tire shop and let them know which tire
Which
is low.
one?
So anyway, Wall Service Center, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com. Downtown Milford, we're at 220 Northeast Front Street, right across from Abbott's Grill and next to Bicentennial Park. You were correct earlier. Bicentennial Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
The gateway to the Riverwalk.
To the Milford Riverwalk.
To the
yeah.
Milford
Miss Pillion.
Riverwalk.
Miss
Miss
Pillion
Pillion.
Riverwalk. Mhm.
All right.
All right.
All right. Now, we're here. We're inside Smith's Cafe, and you're invited. In other words, so if you've never been here, come on down. The breakfast is great. It's a great place to eat. Good made from scratch, home cooking type food. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. So look up Smith Cafe's Facebook page if you would and like it. And they pay us to be here. They sponsor this show. So when you see these different guests and things like that, their support of Smith's Cafe is what makes this show very possible. So we're here every Saturday. This is actually our 259th show. So next year's our 5-year anniversary. I don't really have any big plans, but I might take the whole team on a cruise or something. It's hard to say. We might go down to the Frontier Town water slide for the day as a group. It's hard to say. But anyway, so we're waiting to go back on the radio, I believe. And I want to just remind you that Smith's Cafe, who sponsors this show, is located inside the Delmarva Teen Challenge thrift store, which is like a 30-some thousand square foot thrift store with all kinds of bargains, okay? But they don't open till 9, but at 9, you can get here and get yourself a bargain. But the restaurant opens at 6, and it opens up 7 days a week. So if you want a place to go and have breakfast or go out to dinner or have lunch and you want some really good crab cakes or stuffed shrimp, or you want to get a piece of cake or pie, or you want to get a good takeout or a good breakfast, all good styled, home cooking, made from scratch, good quality food. It is Smith's Cafe in Seaford. Been around a long time. The Smith family has done a great job of not only supporting our community, but feeding our bellies with really, really good food. The dumplings, the fried chicken, it's all great. The hot roast beef sandwiches, the salad bar, the soups, it's all great. I love it. The Krabby Burgers. So it's Smith's Cafe, all right? Kids eat free on Saturday. Remember that, up till noon. Now, it does not mean you can bring 10 kids and just drop them off. That's not what it means. It means one paying adult, one free kid. Okay, it goes like that because they want, you to support their business. So that's where we're at. I want to remind you that Weller's Utility Trailers is closed on Saturdays, which means we're taking the day off. Okay, so we've had a really good week. A slamming week, a smoking week, but we still need more employees. So if you know somebody that would like to sell, we just hired another lady named Devin. Yeah, I got it right. It's Devin. Devin Hinton. She has come to work for us, and she has already sold a half a dozen trailers. She's hit the ground running. So we really are excited to have her, but we need another salesperson. Another thing we need is somebody to help us open this store in Lincoln. I talked about what I'm going through. I've started with Del Dot. I filled out all these forms, so I got to get permission to use the entrances that have been there for years. And then after that, I have to get the okay from the county. And then after that, I can probably open up. So I want to open a store in Lincoln, or I want to rent the corner. Either one. You take your, you can rent it and put me out of it, or you could come to work for me and I want to open. So that's kind of what I want to do in Lincoln, if anybody has any interest in being involved in that. Now, another thing at Weller's in Bridgeville, we are selling a lot of Amish-made sheds. Now, I got to prep for the radio, they're telling me. So you're listening and watching on TV and Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, if you would please hit the share button. All right, now we're back on the radio. So I want to tell you, got a new sponsor, a new advertiser here today. And his name, he's actually probably up at my Bridgeville store right this minute, because at Bridgeville, we had some cracks in the blacktop. So they are filling the cracks. They are going to seal the whole thing, and then they're going to stripe it. And I'm kind of excited. And his name is Josh McNeil, McNeil's Paving. And I said, how long have you guys been in business? He said, believe it or not, I took over my dad's business. He actually tells me that right out of high school in 1980, he went right to work for his dad, has never done anything since. And so they've been in business over 60 years now, McNeil's Paving, and he's got some sons working with him. So there's the third generation being worked on right there at McNeil's Paving. Free estimates. I got 2 or 3 jobs that we're getting ready to do, and I was very, very, very pleased with his price. I don't want to sound too excited, but I was very pleased with his price. He has a great reputation, been in business for over 60 years. He does Kent and Sussex County, parts of Maryland, and Virginia. So if you want your driveway seal coated, or if you've got some blacktop work that you want done, he also does tar and chip. So he does paving, he does repairs, filling cracks, things like that. Very clean, very neat, very precise. We went over this thing in detail because I had somebody seal coat my driveway one time, and they got all this stuff all over my building. And it took them days to clean it out. And it took them months to get their attitude right. But anyway, McNeil's Paving, I went over this with him. He said, Jim, you're not going to have any problems. He said, I'm not going to get stuff all over your building. I'm not going to get it all over your sidewalk. You're going to be very, very pleased when I'm done. So as soon as I get done here, I'm going up there to make sure I'm really that pleased. So if you need some paving, satisfaction's guaranteed, and I really enjoyed meeting with him. I've checked out some people that he's dealt with that are very happy. It's McNeil's Paving. The phone number is 945-7131, 945-7131. Give him a call if you need any repairs, maintenance, a complete new driveway, or you just want your stuff seal coated. All right, my next guest is Todd Collada. We had him on, I don't know if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. He was in a real hot campaign. He was running for Ward number 5?
Ward 2.
Okay, so you're not going to do Ward 5 any longer.
No.
Okay.
We may need Ward 5 soon. Right now,
Ward 2, it must be based on where you live in Milford. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, and we're not talking a medical ward. We're talking like the town council.
That's correct.
Ward 2, is that right?
Yep, Ward 2, which is basically the historic center of Milford.
And I believe you said it's a sizable area.
Yeah.
At least 100 homes?
Oh, at least.
At least.
Yeah, well, there's 169 people voted, so.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so out of 169 people voting, you were the victor?
I was, 92 to 77.
How'd that make you feel?
It was pretty good. It's been, I ran for mayor earlier this year. I wasn't successful, but this is the next step in being able to contribute to a better Milford.
I really like that you didn't give up.
Yeah.
In other words, you ran for mayor, didn't go as planned.
Right.
You come right back swinging. You're like, man, I still want to be involved in making a difference in Milford.
Right. Yeah, it's true. I really do, and it's it's a small community. I call it a big small town because it's big enough for everything, small enough to be a small community, and so it's good to be involved.
Right.
It's not like one is better than the other.
Well, you grew up there.
That's correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it kind of matters to you.
That's right.
And
I want to see it grow.
And you're a local businessman.
Yes, I'm a general contractor.
General contractor.
Yeah.
So you only work on general's properties?
That's right.
Okay. General contractor pretty much can do whatever.
Yeah.
So how's your wife feel about all this?
Oh, she's excited. I think she's a little worn out after their election on Thursday.
Yes.
It was a long day, but it was a lot of fun.
Good.
And actually, my opponent, Andy.
Well, congratulations,
Andy
too.
Fulton,
Andy Fulton
was my opponent, and he's a real class act and
good
guy. And I hope that he can. He's on the Planning and Zoning Committee now.
So you guys can still work together.
That's right, and I hope he continues to be involved in Milford leadership.
Right. So I like that, though. In other words, you guys are Milford guys. You want to make a difference. Some win, some lose. You didn't win as being mayor, but you come right back and try it again. So. Right. Well, that's good. So what's your first thing you're going to do? Do away with city taxes or what?
All taxes.
That wouldn't work.
I think I want to get in and get a feel for the council.
Take their pulse.
That's right, and see where the direction is going. I have my ideas for what I'd like to see the city do as far as be more friendly with businesses and promote more investment. And also, which in turn would clean the town up, from a lot of the blight that we might see now, as far as older homes that are in need of repair. All good. A good economy would really
help that.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Well, I'm kind of excited. I'm happy for you. Milford is a booming town. There's no question. I mean, it's so big that one county can't contain it.
That's right. We are the
Kent and Sussex.
That's right.
So
it's been fun. I'm kind of relaxed now.
Okay. What would you have done different? Is there anything you would have done different during your campaign if you could do it over?
I think you never know if you're reaching everybody until the votes are tallied.
Okay.
So I think getting out there and building relationships with as many people as possible to understand what their wants and needs are, their opinions of the city and city services. So it's just a matter of a time thing, spending more time being out and shaking hands and being involved in the community.
So that's what you would have done different?
Yeah.
More time.
And I would have pushed more for voter participation.
Okay.
Say, come out and vote. Come out and have a say.
Now, how do you feel about putting the voting booth on a trailer? And then you could be mobile.
Yeah.
You could just go door to door with a voting booth. You could go to restaurants. You could be set up. You could say, hey, I'm at Chick-fil-A from noon to 1 today with the voting booth. And now I'm up here at Redding Seafood. And
that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know.
Right. Go to the people.
I asked Terry Hudson about that. But
Right.
Yeah.
People love it when people come to their house and ask for things.
Yeah.
So, but you could set up outside the school when parents are picking up their kids. They could just vote.
Yep. Yeah.
I think that all the voting booths should be mobile, on a trailer, not in a big bus or nothing, on a trailer. Okay.
Right.
So, all right.
No, but it's I'm excited about it. This is the first step, and
you look relieved.
Yeah,
You were very stressed.
I'm excited now. Yeah.
Your beard was turning gray last time you were here.
Yeah, well, that's still gray, but.
Oh, okay. I thought it was leftover.
Yeah.
All right. So Todd Collada, they can friend you on Facebook, right?
Yep, that's right. At Todd Collada.
At Todd Collada. All right. And what else do we need to know? Just look for great things out of Milford.
Yeah, that's right. And if whatever your opinions and views of Milford are, or whatever you need, reach out to me anytime.
Talk to you.
Anytime.
Because you're in it for the long run. You're going to live in Milford.
I live right downtown. So
your business is based out of Milford, and you want to see Milford.
That's right. I'm going to see people like Colin's business do quite well.
Quite well.
Yeah.
Well, Colin thinks the city of Milford should offer a program where all businesses that have been there 60 years or longer get a new roof free. That's what he's thinking. Only the ones that have been there 60 years or longer.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say or add?
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being on.
Week, and I really appreciate the show. And
were you on last week?
It was last week.
Last week, gosh, it just seemed like 7 days ago to me.
Yeah.
All right, Todd. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. Take care of yourself. There he goes, everybody. Todd Collada. Next is Barry Adkins. Oh, my gosh. You'll never believe what he's going to tell you about today. I never know what he's going to say next, to be honest with you. But in the meantime, while Barry makes his way down and gathers his thoughts, I want to talk real quick about Mark Johnson and Don Lindsay. They just did some more work for me this week. I really like dealing with these guys, and they're so creative. This is Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services, okay? Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services, Don Lindsay and Mark Johnson. They've both been in the construction industry for over 25 years experience. They really do know what they're doing, and they do all kinds of things, whether it's something simple, whether it's something big, whatever you need done, you let them know. And they'll tell you whether it's something they're comfortable with or not comfortable with. So anyway, it's called Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services, interior, exterior, home repairs, flooring, decks, drywall repair, kitchen counter, backsplash work. Like their Facebook page. It's actually called Atlantic Home Improvements, and it's on Facebook. Here's their phone number, 302-500-0133, 302-500-0133. They're licensed, they're insured, they know what they're doing, and they'll tell you whether they're the best candidate for that job or not. So give them a call, whatever you may need, something simple as changing a doorknob or fixing something. I had them weather strip some doors. I had them take a building and it had a lot of holes in it. And we were experiencing a minor snake problem. So it was only minor snakes. But anyway, so they said, yeah, I would believe it, Jim, with 20-some holes in the side of the building. So they filled them all and fixed them all, and very happy. So just all kinds of stuff I get them to do. I got another project for them. So, Mark, if you're listening, I've got a house that I need to seal off all them vents underneath it. I want to cut a piece of like fiberglass or styrofoam or something and put them in and seal them in and close them right up. So anyway, Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services. If you can dream it, they can maybe do it. So anyway, give them a call, 500-0133. Now here he is, everybody. Everybody knows Barry. He's been on the show many times with all kinds of things. And he is working at Boulevard Ford in Lewes, which is right next door to Lewis. So Lewes or Lewis. Barry, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Excited. This is awesome.
You're riding around in a 2018 Ford F-150 with a diesel engine.
One of those diesels, yes.
And that's brand new for Ford in the F-150.
Brand new in the F-150 line, yes.
Wow.
It's
and
incredible.
Is it a crew cab?
Is
it a platinum?
It's a platinum.
Is it really? What color?
Black.
No kidding.
It would look great wrapped in a Weller logo.
It would look really good wrapped, okay? So anyway, is this for sale today, or are you going to kind of hold on to it till you get some more?
We're going to sell it right now.
This is like one of the first F-150 diesels around, I'm going to presume.
Yes, and I'm lucky to have it, and they let me bring it down here to show it off and talk about it. And
so if somebody's in the neighborhood of Smith's Cafe right now,
yes,
in a few minutes when Barry's done,
I'll be hanging out.
You'll be hanging out. Yep. What if they wanted you to stop by on the way back to Lewis?
Give me their address. I'll bring it right to them.
Will you give your cell phone out before we're done?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so get your pen and paper ready. Mm-hmm. So if you're listening and you say, Barry, look, I'd like to see that truck, but you really would stop by?
Yeah, and I even brought a couple frogs here to help us out.
He'll bring you a frog. Got this one? And you got this one. Now, normally it requires buying a vehicle to get one of these frogs because they're collector's items.
Yes.
They're very rare, and in time, there's going to be an alumni of all the Preston Frog owners.
Absolutely.
And Barry's going to start that just as soon as he gets time. But anyway, Boulevard in Lewis, you're cranking out the vehicles. I see these really nice trade-ins that you have all the time.
Yes, we have.
How do you get such clean vehicles?
Well, we go through and scrutinize them as they come in, and we take care of them, put them back on the lot.
I mean, we're talking some nice stuff.
Yes.
So they have plenty of used.
Mm-hmm.
You have all brands in used.
Yes.
But in new, you're Ford and Lincoln.
Correct.
Ford and Lincoln.
And this Ford F-150 that we have, it's amazing. I mean, it's a diesel truck that the EPA average mileage is 22 miles to the gallon.
Get out of town.
It's
not like 15 or 17?
No. And myself driving it around, because I took it to the go-kart, Milton go-kart track last night for a little bit.
Okay.
And then driving it home and here, it was averaging 25 on the,
really?
And it's not noisy.
It's got all the bells and whistles, heated and cooled seats.
Heated
steering wheel.
Yes, it's even got massaging seats. Oh my gosh.
On an F-150.
These are crazy. Yes.
Really?
It's got when you open the back doors up, it's like a little living room back there. The floor's flat. The seats fold up so you can carry cargo in there. Maybe you bought a big screen TV from the box store.
Really?
It has the automatic running boards. It has the panoramic skylight.
Kidding.
It has all the safety features. It's incredible because I was playing with it last night and today. Like it has with the cruise control, the adaptive cruise control. So you set it.
I love that, Barry.
And it's
you've never used it before.
Not until these last couple of vehicles, and it was amazing.
Wow. And I do need to say something before we all get arrested here. This is a paid segment, everybody. I have to start defining this is a paid segment versus this is a not paid segment.
Okay.
So this is a paid commercial. All right, let's keep going. So
I saw the lawyer jumping in.
the adaptive cruise control.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
It's adaptive cruise control. So
Let me tell you. You tell me. I'll tell you. I love it. I've never had a vehicle with it.
This one has it's called adaptive cruise control. And it also has the pre-collision, so like if it'll load up the brakes.
Oh man, it does
lights
too.
will go off if you really don't pay attention.
Yes. Yeah, there's like this light that almost lights the windshield up.
Yes.
But that adaptive cruise control, what I really like about it is you can set it to say, okay, you're going down the highway. I want to stay 2 car lengths behind that vehicle in front of me.
Yes.
Whether they speed up. Now, if they speed up past the speed you picked.
Correct.
You won't go faster than that.
It'll max
but if
out.
they slow down, it's not like you're going to hunch right up on them. In other words,
No.
I think every visitor to Delaware should get adaptive cruise control so they don't end up hunching right up on you. You know what I mean?
Well, when I had it on the way home last night, an out-of-stater had pulled in front of me. I guess they didn't see the large truck.
Oh, no, I'm sure.
And she backed right down.
Did she really?
I was like, whoa, and I let it do it, and it did it. And then, so the other things I like about it is the advanced lane control it has.
Yes.
So if it has sensors around the truck so that it can see the lines, and if you get too close to one side, it'll actually turn the wheel away from that line.
It tugs on you.
It tugs on it.
It's the neatest thing.
It's
but it
amazing.
doesn't do it if you turn the turn signal on.
Well, because it knows you're going to change.
Right.
But it's
I don't think it sees the lines. Here's what I think.
Okay.
I think the paint in the lines has some kind of reflective sparkle to it. I'm telling you. And that it somehow picks up on it. I'm not sure. But them massaging seats, have you tried them?
Yes, that is incredible.
They
Holy
are
cow.
incredible. They are incredible. I've got them in my Explorer. I really like them. So, all right. So anyway, this vehicle is for purchase.
Yes,
and it's brand new.
Brand new.
And you got it with you.
Right here in front of Smith's Cafe and the Teen Challenge.
All right, so you're going to be here for a few minutes.
on it.
Okay, so let's give your phone number, your cell phone number.
It's 302.
Yep.
393.
Yep.
3038. And like you always say, it's best to dial it in that
order. 393-3038. Dial it right now. I want to hear his phone ring. I want somebody to buy this truck. Now, what happens if you sell this truck? Are you allowed to still work the rest of the day? Or do you have to stop? Are you only allowed to sell one vehicle a day?
Well, they're going to let me take care of my customers for the rest of the day. So.
Are they really?
Yes.
So what are you working till? 4, 5, 6?
Till
6 o'clock.
Yep.
All right.
Over in Lewis.
Over in Lewis. So this has been a long time since I had Barry on, and I need people today to stop into Boulevard Ford in Lewis, Delaware, and say, Barry, I really enjoyed seeing you on the show. You haven't aged a bit. And and I want to buy a Ford. And if one's not enough, they'll sell you two. Is that right?
They let me do that now.
All right. Easy finance and take trades. Great service department. Whatever you may need, it is Boulevard Ford of Lewis.
Absolutely.
Part of the Preston Group.
Great
All right.
group.
You going to leave these with me?
Yes.
I'll give them away somehow. Is that okay?
That's absolutely
All
great.
right. Well, we need you to leave. We need you to get done and get out of here. I want that Ford sold by noon.
And
okay?
thank you for picking that up for
Oh,
me.
you're welcome. Don't forget the patch.
Yes, it's in
If
there.
you go by Greenwood, you can buy Greenwood barbecue chicken. I'm sure some of the people at Boulevard Ford. In fact, everybody that works at Boulevard, rest assured, Barry's going to Greenwood barbecue chicken because the chicken's ready. So
There you go.
All right. I'll
Thank
see
you,
you,
sir.
Barry. Thanks
All
a
right,
lot.
have a good day.
Take
See
care
ya.
of yourself. All right. All right. 393-3038. I have not heard his phone ring yet. I need somebody to call him up and talk to this young man, okay? Now, we are here. We are in Smith's Cafe. We are rolling through things, all right? And I want to talk about Wilson's auction. Dave Wilson every Saturday, so that's today, starting at 10 o'clock, has a huge auction on Route 113 in Lincoln. Stuff inside, outside, all kinds of stuff. You can learn more by going to the website, wilsonsauction.com, and you can see all the different things that are for sale today. All right? It goes all day into the evening at Wilson's. All right? So if you ever want to sell something, that's the place. You want to buy something, it's a lot of fun. Then on Tuesday nights, they have an auto auction. But listen to this. I was thumbing through his website yesterday, and I actually printed it out. They have got a huge, huge Labor Day auction coming up. This thing is going to start in the morning at 9 o'clock, and it's going to run all day. They've got all kinds of things there. So I see Barry sitting down, so he must have got a phone call. I'm not sure. But anyway, Wilson's auction. Labor Day. Mark that down. I know it's a Monday, but they've got all kinds of antique signs like Atlantic. Colin may be interested in this because that used to be the brand of gasoline that your grandfather and father sold, Atlantic. So they got all these signs. There's this old antique car, tags. Boy, the tag market is hot, as everybody well knows. So if you're looking for a good low-digit tag, they got one that's C3335, 3335. Then they got C1228, C371. So they got a nice Chevy pickup. They got some more oil cans, all kinds of antiques. I'm flipping through it. There's an old safe, all kinds of thermometers. There's a trailer tag, T954954. So anyway, they got a lot of different things. Guns. They got duck decoys. So that is their Labor Day sale. It's a great thing to do. A lot of people are off for the day, so mark your calendar. Monday, Labor Day, Wilson's Auction is having a big sale, okay? But they're having one today, too. And then they're having one Tuesday night. So if you got something you want to sell, whether it's property or whether it's things, Wilson's Auction can get it sold, all right? And you just give them a call at 422-3454, 422-3454, wilsonsauction.com on the web. And yes, they're on Facebook. So Dave Wilson is a great guy, and we need to get behind Wilson's Auction and do our best to support them. I want to also remind you, I have the property in Lincoln on the corner. So if you're watching or listening and you want to open a lawn and garden center, or you want to open a car lot, or if you want to just open a consignment lot for things, I have got a corner property on Route 113 in Lincoln, right next to Bean's Attic, that's for rent. $2,000 a month. It includes an office trailer and the property, okay? Be ready to go here in just a couple weeks, and we want to rent that to somebody, all right? So if you've been thinking about opening a business, I got the property with the traffic for you, okay? So if you have any interest, track me down on that. Want to also thank L&W Insurance Agency, another good supporter of the show, okay? I deal with them all the time. I talk to them quite frequently. Every time I have a new idea, first person I call is my attorney, my accountant, and my insurance agent, just to see if it's worth doing, all right? But anyway, L&W Insurance Agency, been around now over 80 years, okay? 80 years, like 85 years they've been in business. They sell commercial, residential, umbrella policies, health insurance, life insurance, whatever kind of insurance you need, L&W Insurance can help you out. Now, I'm presuming everybody I'm talking to is fully insured, but how do you know you got the right insurance? How do you know your deductible's not too big or not too small? So I'm just letting you know that if you need insurance, if you need a second opinion, L&W Insurance is ready to talk to you, commercial or residential. 856 is the number, 7828, 856-7828, lwinsurance.com on the web. Tell them I sent you. Now, Linda says hi on Facebook. Good morning, Linda. And Jay is watching from Massanutten Mountain in Virginia. What is a Massanutten Mountain in Virginia? That sounds like not much cell phone reception to me, but it might be. Well, Jay, have a good time. Good morning, Linda. I know that Evelyn is probably watching, and Evelyn is on her way back to Delaware. We are excited about that. In a few minutes after the 8 o'clock break, we're going to have Doug Hudson on. He is running for county council. That is a great place for Doug because Doug's been on planning and zoning. He's a great public servant, and he's going to tell you all about why he would like your vote for the county council in just a few minutes, okay? I talked about the property for rent. Barry is still here. If you want to see that pickup, give him a call. He got a call. Very good. He got a call. It's what we need. 393-3038. I need him to get one more phone call. Somebody needs to buy Barry's breakfast. He's a big eater. He likes to eat a lot of food, and he needs somebody to call and buy his breakfast, or better yet, stop in and test drive this Ford pickup. So with that said, we are here at Smith's Cafe. Everybody says, where is Smith's Cafe? It's where Food Line Shopping Center used to be. Teen Challenge has a huge, mega, 30-some thousand square foot thrift store here. And inside that is a restaurant called Smith's Cafe. One of the best meals you'll ever have, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I love eating here, and they cook it the Smith way. They've done it for years and years and years. So anyway, if you have an interest in a great breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I would highly, highly, highly recommend Smith's Cafe. You got many choices out there, but there's only one, Smith's Cafe. And like I say, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they also have takeouts. So if you need any of what they got, and they're also connected with Maryland, Maryland's Catering if you need anything catered, okay? Or if you just want to get a cake or a pie and take it with you. Now, what's going on today? There's something in Lewis today that I think Denise and I are going to go to, and I forgot what it is. But I think it involves antiques, and I think it involves crowds, and I think it involves finding a parking place and walking around amongst a lot of people. So I hope it involves Gilligan's, okay? Because I would like to eat lunch there. So Denise and I think, are going to Lewis to walk around and see what's going on. All right, we're going to take a break from the radio, so switch over to my Facebook page real quick or My Cozy TV. Now, we're going to talk to Colin Walls in a minute or so, El Presidente of Walls Service Center, and then I've got some more things to talk about and tell you about, and I'm going to try to figure out what that thing in Lewis is that we're going to today, because I'm hoping somebody will hold us a parking spot. That's what I need. All right, Colin. Nope, he's still getting his thoughts together. Are you ready?
I got them together.
You got them together?
I had them down on the bottom shelf.
On the bottom shelf.
Down.
Oh, well, very good.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? Wall Service Center is probably open now.
Should be opening right now.
Okay.
Yep. They probably were already there and had it.
Probably
open,
already there.
Yep. I know we got a few jobs already lined up for today to get done. So give us a call and let's schedule for next week. One of the days next week.
Let's get her done.
And let's figure out what we need to do, and let's just get the job done for you.
Right. All right. So we're talking automotive repairs, something simple, something major, change an engine, change a transmission. Like what I might consider major to you is like, we've done it 100 times. No big deal.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Some of the things. But we're focusing on today things that you can just stop in for. You can stop in for a bulb. Like if you're getting ready to head to the inspection lane.
Okay.
Instead of riding all the way to Georgetown or to Dover and finding out that $7 bulb in the back there just caused you to fail and have to drive all the way back.
Right.
Do it twice. Let's just get it taken care of right now. Let's take a look at it. Stop by.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What if what if their light's broken? Do you fix them?
Like the lens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you really? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I was just thinking, I had a vehicle one time where the light got broken just by somebody's shopping cart.
Really?
They just did us a favor and let it roll across the parking lot and broke the light. And I think I actually went to a body shop to have that done.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if you did that.
We do, yeah. We can take care of it. It's no problem. A lot of times those have to be ordered. It's not something you stock for each individual car.
But
it's only a
bulbs
day
you have,
or two
though,
away.
right?
The bulbs, we keep most bulbs right there in stock unless it's something really odd, but we just don't run into that much.
So people could stop in, and get their air pressure checked in their tires.
Right.
If they're thinking about going through inspection, they say, hey, Colin, can you check my brake lights, my turn signals, look at my wipers, check the horn. You're good with that.
Right. We've tried to have people check the brake lights themselves, but you got to be
have
really
a little contest
fast
out of it.
Yeah, see who can do it.
Put your foot on the brake, jump out, and look at the back real quick.
Before they go out.
Yeah. Right. Has anybody been able to do it?
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
So
we can make a contest out of that.
Make a contest out of it. But anyway, even if you do have a bulb out, just stop by. We can take care of it. Most headlights. Now, there's some, you happen to be the lucky owner of one of the vehicles that you got to pull
2009 Chevy Impala.
Right. All you have to do is pull the whole front bumper to get to the...
I'm going to sell that car before it needs it. But whatever it needs, you're saying you can do it, though.
We can do it. And it doesn't always take as long as it says to actually get it done.
Right.
So we can take care of it. You can also stop in for wipers.
I forgot about that.
You can even stop in the rain.
For real, or are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Stop in the rain. That's when most people notice their wipers are bad.
So if you're out and about and you find out that your wipers aren't wiping like they should, because nothing's worse than a bad wipe.
Yeah.
Okay? So keep that in mind. But what I'm saying is Colin can change your wiper blades.
That's right. Wiper blades only. We don't handle any other wipes.
Any other type of wipe.
Blades, wiper blades on your car.
All right.
Give us a call, 422-8110. We'll schedule an appointment for next week or stop in for any of those services today or any day next week. wallservicecenter.com on the web. Give us a call, 422-8110.
Dial it in that order.
In that order,
Don't forget the 302 if you want to.
Right.
That's just an added bonus, right?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, Wall Service Center is open today, 8 to noon. You could drop your vehicle off and schedule for next week. Tracy is there, and she'll take good care of you. All right, what is the next thing I need to do? We're going to prep for the radio here in a minute or two. So we're here on My Cozy TV, and everybody's like, what's going to happen to the show since WRDE has been sold? Well, I'm hoping nothing's going to happen to the show. So we are in contract negotiations and conversations right now. So don't worry. Weller Does Delmarva should be here for you well into the future. We're also on Facebook pages. So anybody watching on Facebook, if you would take a minute and hit the share button. I don't know exactly where it is on your device, but hit the share button. And if you're talking to us on Facebook, you're actually talking to Katie. So she's doing a good job. I do want to also say, if you ever want to be on this show, okay, let us know. In other words, we'll figure out a way to get you in, to get you on, to help you out. We have a lot of different organizations and businesses, so you could buy some advertising, or if you're involved with an organization, you can maybe just get on. It's hard to say, but we have it both ways. But we do the show every week. Every week, right here at Smith's Cafe. And we want to thank Smith's Cafe because they pay us to do the show here. So we appreciate that. And we want to let you know that we encourage people to support Smith's Cafe. But also the Teen Challenge Thrift Store is right here. It is a mega thrift store, 30-some thousand square feet of thrift store, all under one roof, with a really nice restaurant inside of it. So it's a great place to shop and a great place to get something to eat. I mentioned that Weller's started closing on Saturdays, and my employees remind me every week that we're closed on Saturday. Like, I thought they would love it, but they are missing their Saturday customers. So we may open back up, but not just yet. We're prepping for the radio, so we need to get ready for that. For my radio audience, when we get back on the radio, which we are, I want to remind you that we go off the radio at 9, but we continue right on My Cozy TV or Jim Weller's Facebook page right after 9 o'clock. So we don't want you to miss anything. I want to talk about another good advertiser, supporter of the show. His name is Jerry Santoro, local businessman, been in business over 10 years. I've dealt with him a lot. I deal with him a lot. He does lawn care. He cuts grass. He fertilizes. He can plow up your yard and reseed it if you want. If you need some trees that need trimming, he can do that. If you have trees you want cut down, if you have stumps that you need dug up or ground up, either way, he can do that. If you need a basement dug or a foundation, he does that. He sells mulch, just $15 a yard. And as I've explained before, that doesn't mean your entire yard is only $15. It's a yard, like a cubic yard of mulch is $15. So $15 a yard, and you pick it up at his place in Greenwood, or for a small fee, he'll deliver all you want, okay? He also sells firewood. He installs irrigation systems. And if I haven't mentioned something that you need done, you just give Jerry a call and say, hey, Jim said to give you a call, and maybe he'll do it for you, all right? His prices are fair. When he says he's going to do it, he does it. He does a good job. He has a great reputation. He's a good man. Owner, operator, Jerry Santoro. Jerry's Lawn Care on the web. It's jlc-llc.com. Estimates are free, and he's a good man. So my next guest has arrived. He's been here for a little bit. I can't tell if he's nervous or excited. A friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. Oh, Jack Riddle's watching. Howdy, Jack Riddle. This is early for a banker on at 8 o'clock. Dave Gallup says, hey, all the way from where? Florida, probably? Probably. So Adrian says, did I say that name right? Adrian, okay. Yo, Adrian says, good morning. Good morning, Adrian. So these are people probably watching on Facebook. So we thank you for that. We have a good-sized Facebook audience, plus the TV, plus the radio, plus the people inside Smith's Cafe. So my next guest, currently on planning and zoning, is that right?
Yes, Jim. How you doing?
Okay. Retired state trooper.
Yes, sir.
And a friend of mine, Doug Hudson.
Good morning.
Good morning, young man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
What do you think of the show so far?
It's awesome.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
I listen to you all the time.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, good. And you still came on.
Yes, well.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so you have decided to transition from being on planning and zoning, which is a good position.
Yes.
Where you've probably learned a lot.
I sure did.
In other words, this will give you a good foundation for the next thing you want to do.
That's for sure.
And you have decided you want to be on the county council.
Yep.
All right, so this would be for whose seat? Who is?
It's George Cole is retiring.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
Okay. All right, and so George is retiring, and you have decided you'd like to be his replacement.
I would.
Okay. And so what can you tell people about you?
Well, I grew up in Bethany Beach.
Okay, local resident.
And I've always been in public service. So I started in the fire company in Bethany Beach in 1976.
How old were you then?
When I was 16 years old.
Were you really?
Yeah, you had to be 16 to be able to
So
join
you
the
were
fire
ready
department.
before you were 16?
For sure.
And so as soon as you could join, you joined?
I did. And then I moved my way up to chief.
Oh, chief of the fire department. Well, that's not an easy job.
No, it's not. It's
and that doesn't come without a lot of work.
It's a lot of time, but it's good time.
Yeah, commitment.
Yeah, there I had
I
had a couple good, really good mentors.
Okay.
That taught me a lot and helped me grow up, things like
Wow.
that. And then I transitioned. I went to the state police. I
Okay.
spent 27 years there.
Did you really?
And
Wow.
during that time, I was on the Lower Sussex Little League board and president
Okay.
for a time.
You got kids in the community?
I have one kid.
Okay, one child.
He's in college now at West
Okay, well,
Virginia
when you said
University.
Little League, it made me think there
Yeah,
might
so
have
all
been
the time
somebody
he
in
was in
there.
Little League, I was
okay.
in there, yes.
All right. Well,
I
good.
coached and was on the board.
All right. And been on the state police 27 years.
I did, yes.
And retired.
Yes,
Okay. And then you got on planning and zoning.
I did.
When are you going to slow down?
Well, not for a long time, I hope.
Okay. You're ready to go.
George Cole appointed me 2.5 years ago
To county.
to the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
And over the last 2 years, we just finished a revision of the Comprehensive Land Use Plan.
Yes, you did.
And that's done every 10 years.
Okay.
It took almost 2 years to do that. We had meetings and workshops. And we turned that over to the county, who
Okay.
in turn does their revisions, and they just turned it over to the state for
Final review.
final review and okay.
Okay. Wow.
And during that time, I built some really good relationships with DelDOT personnel.
Okay.
Because, the big issues right now, number one is public safety.
Right. Public safety.
Number two, I think right now is the lack of road infrastructure and the traffic congestion.
Yes.
And to work on that, you have to have great relationships with DelDOT and your legislators.
Right. And you need to know
senators.
who's.
That's for sure.
Who to talk to, so you don't waste time. So you can.
We had, for a period there, we had almost weekly workshops on the comp plan.
Really?
Yes, and DelDOT people came in, and we had some really good meetings and really good talks. So we
So
built
this-
great relationships. So what I feel like is that the county council is just my next step.
Right, like you've been preparing for this.
Absolutely.
And it just happens to be while you were on planning and zoning, you were going through this.
That was great experience.
Right. So I'm sensing you're basically saying you can hit the ground running.
No
In other
doubt.
words, you don't need a learning curve here
It'll be somewhat of a learning curve, but I think that I'm the best person to move up into that position.
based on your past experiences.
Yes,
And
I know-
relationships.
And from my state police experience, I know
Yeah.
every nook and cranny of Sussex County.
That's true. That's true. Wow. So when is this election?
Well, there's a primary, September 6th.
Okay. So
And
you got to
then-
win the primary.
Yes.
September 6th. That's soon.
Yes, coming up 2 weeks from yesterday.
Is that
Or
on a
from Thursday.
Tuesday?
It's a Thursday this time.
Thursday.
Yes.
All right. Wow. Man, that is just right around the corner, isn't it?
It is.
So if somebody wanted to meet Doug Hudson or talk to Doug Hudson or learn about Doug Hudson, what do they do?
There's a Facebook page, Doug Hudson for CC.
Okay, Doug Hudson for County Council, CC.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm always available by phone or email.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your email?
My email is Doug216
Doug216
at mchsi.com.
mchsi.com.
Yes.
What's the 216 mean? February 16th?
No, actually, that was my old IBM number with the state police.
really?
216.
Okay.
Yes.
Do they retire that number when you retire?
They have they're no longer recycling the numbers.
Okay.
They used to recycle them, but they
Okay.
do not anymore.
Okay. So say it one more time. Doug,
Doug216
right?
at mchsi.com. That's Mediacom High Speed Internet.
Okay. And so you're saying you're available to come talk to somebody. They can come talk to you. You want to talk to small groups, big groups, whatever.
I'll talk to any group because I think that if you're going to be a good public servant, you have to be available.
Yes, you have to be available. And if you're going to be a good voter, you have to be educated.
That's for sure.
Okay, now, phone number. You going to give out a phone number?
Sure.
All right.
My cell phone is 302-542-1432.
1432, 1432, 542, 1432.
That's it, yes.
All right. Wow. So I've known Doug a long time. So, folks, I encourage you, the audience, to get to know Doug. In other words, make a good vote, make an educated vote. But I think he's a trustworthy young man, and I think he's worked hard and a good public servant. Gee whiz, at 16 years old, then 27 years with the state police, been on planning and zoning.
Yes.
And now it's just natural that you would transition right into the
I think it
County
would make,
council.
I think I would make it a very easy transition from planning and zoning into county council.
Right. I think you're going to hit the ground running.
And my wife and son are behind me 100%.
She's all excited.
Oh, yeah.
Keep you out of the house. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, my wife works a lot.
You've probably not been home a lot. In other words, you seem like a guy that keeps moving.
Not a lot. I don't sit still very well.
Wow. Neither do I.
I remember meeting you back at the fair.
Do you really?
Years ago. I worked the fair every year for a long, long time.
With the state police.
And that's when I first met you.
No kidding.
That's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. How'd I act?
You were great.
Oh, okay.
You were easy to talk to, and just come up, at your place that you had set up there. You were easy to talk to, and then when Jimmy came along,
right?
We stopped and talked to him every day, 2 or 3 times a day.
Wow. Well, good. All right. Well, anything else anybody needs to know? I'm glad to have you on, and I don't want to cut you short. Just want to make sure we get it all out there.
I'm pretty good right now.
So
Thank you very much for having me.
September 6th. Mark your calendar. The 5th is no good, and the 7th is no good. This is a one-day only offer. Yes. September 6th.
Please come out and vote for me on September 6th.
Doug Hudson, and get to know him and tell your neighbors about him.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay. Take care. Right. Just so you know, if you want to know, you can share this show if you want. So on your Facebook page, and find the time frame and just put right in your comments. Just go to this to see my interview. If you want to share it, you're allowed to.
I will, Jim. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Take care, Doug.
Thank you for your time.
Nice seeing you again.
Yes, sir. You too.
Good luck to you. All right, there you go. Doug would make us a good county councilman. So I encourage you, if you don't know him, get to know him, okay? And tell your friends if you would. Now, all right, I see Joanne is in Warminster watching from the doctor's office. Joanne is at the doctor in Warminster. That sounds like, is that Pennsylvania? Jersey? Virginia. I don't know where Warminster is. Anyway, thank you, Joanne, and we appreciate you watching. All right, now, we're talking to our Facebook crowd just a little bit. So if you're watching on Facebook, do me a favor. Hit the share button if you would, okay? We're trying to expand our Facebook audience, and it just reminds me of something. If you're watching and you own a business, or you have a Facebook page and you would like this show to be on your Facebook page, okay, I'll give you an example. Smith's Cafe has this show on their Facebook page, okay? And they get hundreds of views every week out of it. And then after the show's over, people go back and watch it again. So it creates more activity for their Facebook page. So let's say you're watching this show and you have a business and you'd like your Facebook page to have some more activity. We can broadcast this show on your Facebook page. It would cost you $100 a month. Okay? So that would be $25 a week, basically, if you would like this show broadcast live on your Facebook page. Okay? So right now we're on WRDE's Facebook page. We're on Smith's Cafe's Facebook page, Jim Weller's, Weller Does Delmarva, and Weller's Utility Trailers. So we'd like to broadcast this show on your Facebook page. Okay? If you're interested, it is a minimum of a 6-month commitment. So it's $600 basically, and we would broadcast this show on your Facebook page, all right? Hopefully we would get you some more attention, get more people to check out your Facebook page. We would talk about it and mention it and so on. So listen, talking about somebody that has supported this show loyally and faithfully, and I stand behind them. They are a great company to deal with. It is my friends at Dry Zone. Dry Zone is on Route 16 in Ellendale in a big red barn. They're open Monday through Friday. And if you ever want to meet the people behind the scenes, if you ever want to look at some of the products they sell, if you ever want to just see some of the awards they've won, Dry Zone is a place you could stop in and say hello. If you're looking for a job, don't know what you want to do, what you want to get into, and you want to meet some of the people from Dry Zone. Right there, Dry Zone on Route 16 in Ellendale, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, okay? Now, what do? They do crawl space encapsulation. I had somebody work on a air conditioning unit underneath of a house yesterday, and it was condensating under there, and he was explaining to me, this is what you need to get an encapsulation done, because it creates a barrier from the outside, 90-degree temperature, and, underneath is 50, 60 degrees, and it causes all kinds of things to condensate and have moisture and so on. So I'm going to be giving Dry Zone a call about that job. So Dry Zone, they do electrical work now also. So if you need any electrical work, they can help you with that. They also can help your basement if it has any leaks or whatever, any foundation problems. If you have any concrete sagging or dipping or diving, they have the poly level service. So Dry Zone does all kinds of things, but it's a great company. It's a local company. They stand behind what they do. They just didn't start doing this yesterday. So many people are getting into some of the services that they do, but the problem with a lot of the people, they don't know what they're doing. Dry Zone has got it going on. Everything they do, everything they use is designed for that purpose and that purpose only. They don't go to like a big box store and buy what they need. They get it from a company that makes it just for that particular application. So what I'm saying is there is differences. So if you need a crawl space encapsulation, if you need help with some leaks in your basement or something like that, if you have any concrete that needs leveling up, they can help you out. It's dryzone.com. You can learn so much about them there. You hear me talk about them week after week after week because I'm happy with them. They do a great job. My voice even got so squeaky when I said happy. I'm just saying, I'm so happy with them. They're really good people. They do support the show. Yes, they do. But I like to support them because they're an honest company and they're good people to deal with. So you got to give them a call. 684-5034. 684-5034. One day we're going to do some testimonies on this show because I have numerous viewers of this show that have dealt with Dry Zone and been very happy. In other words, so we might take some phone calls on that someday. But right now, I need you to call them. 684-5034. dryzone.com. Check them out. And if you're looking for a new job or a new career, see what they're looking to hire somebody because they're always, always, always looking for new people, good people, more people. They're just steady growing. Mary says, morning, Jim. Good morning, Mary. Good morning to you. So we're having a lot of fun talking to our Facebook Live audience. And you can check me out at Jim Weller on Facebook. And if you say, well, Jim, I got to go to work, I missed the first part of the show or the last part of the show, hey, no problem. Just go ahead and check it out on Facebook. You can always rewind it or fast forward it or whatever. When you hear some of these candidates be on here and you want to see what they have to say, Barry is still here. I don't know. Are you waiting for somebody? He's getting ready to go drive. So 393-3038. You got somebody to show it to yet? He's going to Ellendale. So that means you're going by the Greenwood Barbecue Chicken. Don't forget, everybody at Boulevard loves barbecue chicken. Jay Jones, that's right. Jay Jones probably could eat some chicken as you go through Ellendale. All right, he'll meet you right in front of the fire hall probably. All right, I don't know if they've gotten started yet, but McNeil's Paving, I'm kind of excited, is up at Bridgeville today, and they are going to fix all the cracks in my blacktop, and then they're going to reseal it, and then they're going to restripe it, and it's going to look like new, and I'm kind of excited about it. My blacktop is rather weathered, and I want to encourage you, whether your driveway at home needs some work or whether you have a business that needs some work, they can fix the cracks. They can put down brand new blacktop if you want, okay? If you need some tar and chip, any kind of repairs or maintenance to your blacktop driveway, they do paving, they do repairs, they do maintenance, they do seal coating. This is the time of year you want to get it done. I used to get it done in the beginning of the summer. And I realized, man, that's when it's hot. That's when my tires are turning and would always make marks in it. So now I get it done more towards the end of the season when the weather's starting to cool down a little bit. So again, he has been in business over 60 years. Josh took over his father's business, and Josh has some sons that are helping him with the business. So if you need some paving, if you need some cracks filled, if you need some seal coating done, residential or commercial, whether you're in Delaware, Maryland, or Virginia, he will travel, okay? So like I say, estimates are free. You got nothing to lose. I've already got some people that are going to give him a call and get a price on having their driveway seal coated. So, or whatever the word is, sealed. I don't know if it's called seal coated. But anyway, give him a call at 945-7131. 945-7131. That is Josh from McNeil's Paving. 945-7131. Tell him that you heard about it on Jim Weller. Weller Does Delmarva. Okay, we're in Smith's Cafe. We're going to be here with you till 10 o'clock this morning. So we have some of our radio audience that at 9 o'clock, we need to encourage the radio audience to switch over to my Facebook page, which is Jim Weller, or My Cozy TV, okay? Because we don't want you to miss anything. We have a lot of things going on. Who have I got coming up? I got some more guests coming up. Let me just see who I've got coming up. Who's coming up? Oh, Kevin Short's going to be on. And we're going to have Bob Mitchell on. And then we're going to have Bob Mitchell on again. It's going to be Bob Mitchell and then Bob Mitchell some more, okay? Like a marathon. Bob is looking for your vote. He's going to tell you why you should consider voting for him. Kevin Short is going to tell you about Tech Talk Live, Mid-South Audio, and many other things. We're going to be giving away some things in a little while. Lonnie and Rita are watching, so good morning to Lonnie and Rita. So we have a lot of different guests. In fact, coming up next week, we're going to have Barry again from Boulevard. We're going to have Dr. T. Dr. Trillia is going to be on next week. Jesse Vanderwin will also be on next week, and so will who knows who. I'm not sure. I got some other guests that I'm going to line up, but it's an action-packed show. If you ever want to be on, you need to let me know. If you want to buy some advertising, I'll be glad to talk to you about that. So that's where we're at. So in the meantime, do not forget, if you've always wanted to open a used car lot, if you've always been looking for an unbelievable, great location for a business, I have got a corner lot in Lincoln, okay? I'm not going to try to sell you any of the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm just saying, because I've just about sold all of that. I'm saying I've got a corner location on Route 113 in Lincoln, all right? And it has got a traffic count that's phenomenal. And it's right at the light, right next to Bean's Attic, right across from Fitzgerald's, all right? And I want to rent that. It's got an office trailer with a couple offices, and you could have a nice used car lot. You can open a consignment lot. I've been thinking about that too. I've been thinking about just opening it up and letting people park things there on consignment, okay? So anyway, if you need a good piece of property, I got one for rent. Track me down, look me up, call me on my cell phone. It's 542-9157, 542-9157. So good morning, everybody. I see some people coming in. They look hungry, and Smith's Cafe is the place to come get a bite to eat, all right? I talked about my property. I got Mid-South Audio coming. I'm excited about that. Bob Mitchell has arrived. We're going to talk to him in a little bit. I do want to brag on my accountant, George Luff, his easy payroll system. I do want to say, if you own a business and you need an accountant, Luff & Associates, 3 locations, they'll take good care of you. I'm very, very happy with them. I've been with them over 20 years. Now, they really have been a real big help to me with payroll because my daughter used to do our payroll, and it's a lot of work trying to keep up with everything, remembering everything, keeping everything straight. And so she said, look, Dad, can't we just deal with George Luff on this? He has a thing called Easy Payroll, and it has been easy peasy. It's been real nice with George doing it. He took over everything. He does all our filing of the reports. We don't have to worry about a thing. He keeps it all straight. So if you own a business, whether you deal with George for your accounting work or not, doesn't matter. You can be your own accountant. You can have another accountant. But if you need help with payroll, it's called Easy Payroll Service. George Luff, his son Tyler, and their entire team of people will help you out with your payroll needs. And if you would like to have an accountant helping you with whether it's personal or business bookkeeping type things, they are a great place to deal. They have an office in Milford. They have one in Dover, and they also have one in Rehoboth. I'm going to give you one phone number that will get you wherever you need to go, and it's 302-422-9699, 422-9699. And on the web, it's Luff, L-U-F-F, Luff, C-P-A-S, CPAs.com, LuffCPAs.com, 422-9699. Now, Dawn is watching. Good morning, Dawn. So I'm going to look on my Facebook page because I think Colin's giving me all that off the WRDE Facebook page. And I just want to see who's watching on my page. I can't even get to it. Am I on my page? I'm sure I am. I just don't know how to find it. But I want to just say good morning to all of the people watching on Facebook. We have a good audience there, and we appreciate you watching and tuning in. And we just want to thank you for that. And if you would hit the share button, no matter whose Facebook page you're on, and if you want this show on your business Facebook page, I have got a deal. For $100 a month, it's just $25 a week, we will broadcast this show on your Facebook page. We take care of it all. You don't have to do a thing except sit back and realize that your numbers are going up on your Facebook page. So if you have any interest. So who have we got watching? We got Jack Riddle. He is really, truly up. He even posted on Facebook. Good morning, Jack. I'm just giving you a hard time, okay? All right. So anyway, we have a lot of different people, and I just want to say hello. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate your support. What time is it? It's 8:28. Now, in a minute or so, we're going to take a break from the radio. So if you're listening on the radio and you say, I don't want to miss a thing, okay? I need you. In fact, we're going to give away a couple Ducky and Car Wash gift cards during the break on the radio. We're going to be quick about it. Don't roll your eyes, Katie. Okay? She's like, oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just saying that we are going to give away 2 Ducky gift cards during this break. So go to My Cozy TV or Jim Weller's Facebook page right now. Right now. Okay? Here we go. Next up is the man, the myth, the legend. Colin Walls is going to talk about Walls Service Center. I know he is. He loves that place. He loves it so much he works there every day. He tries so hard to do a good job for his customers, and I appreciate his efforts there. 3rd generation, businessman in business, 60 years, and so on. There's a lady coming in saying, I want no part of that TV or radio show. I can read her lips. She's like, I think she wants to be on. Are you wanting to be on? Are you wanting to be on the show? Oh, no? I just wasn't sure. All right, that was a firm no. All right, here we go. Colin Walls is prepped and ready. Good morning. What's going on?
Walls Service Center is open. We're ready to go this morning. So if you want to give us a call and get on the schedule for next week and get your car diagnosed or fixed or just have a good look over. We do that a lot, too. A lot of people
or just
going out on vacation, traveling, and said, you know what, let's get an oil change. Let's get a good check over, figure out what's going on. And I want the free roadside assistance.
I love it.
Yeah, it comes.
I got the little brochure right here.
That's
you can't see it, but I'll read it.
That's the envelope. Yep.
Towing, jump start.
Yes.
Lockout service. Oh, I'm up here. Right there. All that stuff. You get this for free. I can't believe you're giving this away, but it's a nice little gesture.
It is, and we're about to make it even better. So we are an AC Delco service center, a professional service center, and we're getting all of our information and we're getting all of our packages together to offer people roadside assistance from AC Delco, which is good for 1 year.
Wow, but right now they can get this one, no question.
That one's good for 6 months, yes.
Right, they get an oil change, they can have that for free, plus the oil change. The oil change is not free, okay? The roadside assistance is free.
Right.
I just need to clarify, I don't want to get in trouble for nothing.
Right, well, I don't even want to be asked that question. I don't want to be asked, is
Jim
it free?
Jim said you're giving away free oil changes.
Right.
So let's squash that rumor right now.
All right. So Walls Service Center, we are open. Give us a call. Get on the schedule. 422-8110. WallServiceCenter.com on the web. You can always stop in. We're 220 Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford. And we have a lot of people that will drop their car off, have an oil change or whatever service they need done, and they'll take a walk to downtown. They'll check out Walnut Street, which is our main street. There's no main street in Milford.
But isn't Walnut Street the one that when walnuts fall off of a tree, they have sloped the roads in a certain way?
So they roll right to the river?
So they roll right to Walnut Street.
Right. Yes, Walnut Street. That is downtown Milford. That is the main street in downtown Milford. But that's where all the little shops are, and you've got some restaurants down there, and lots of fun things to do down there. Take the Riverwalk. Check all that out.
We'll do him. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm talking behind you. You
keep
talking, Colin.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, I'm gonna let Bob Mitchell go first, if that's okay. All right. I know I'm changing the plan. I know it, but I've got some news to break to Kevin, and I want him to be able to regain his composure. So anyway, Bob, you can come on down, but we're going to wait till we're back on the radio. But we're going to talk to Bob Mitchell for a few minutes, everybody. And then we're going to talk to Kevin Short. Then we're going to talk to Bob Mitchell again. And then we'll probably talk to Debbie Short before it's over. So, Debbie, get your thoughts together if you would, okay? We had a game that we played where Kevin and Debbie came up here, and we talked about what it's like being married to each other. So we may do some more of that today because Kevin's not realizing what I'm saying, and Debbie's really concentrating on it. So, all right, okay? You did hear it? Okay, so we had some fun with that day. What? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. But anyway, so we got to wait for the radio to come back because we're on My Cozy TV right now, and we're on Facebook right now, okay? So here's what's going to happen with the rest of the show. Just so you know, we're going to talk to Bob Mitchell a little bit. Then we're going to talk to Kevin Short. Then we're going to bring Bob Mitchell back on after 9, okay? And then we're going to talk to Kevin Short some more. We're going to have some giveaways. We're going to have some fun. So if you have any friends that have never watched this show, that's okay. We allow first-time viewers. So today and today only, we're going to allow people that have never, ever watched this show before to watch it. Okay? And we're going to allow you to call in and win something. And I just forgot, I said we're going to give away some Duck Inn gift cards. Be the first caller right this minute at 422-7336. And we will give you not a $1,000 gift card, not a $500 gift card, not a $25 gift card, but a $10 gift card, okay? We don't want to crowd your wallet with a big, thick gift card. You know how thick a $1,000 gift card would be? So we're going to give away a $10 gift card to Duck Inn Car Wash right this minute to the first person that gets through at 422-7336. 422-7336. It cannot be anybody near me. Anyway, Senator Richardson, is he here? Oh, he is here. Yes, we will. It will be after 9, but we will talk to him, okay? All right. So anyway, I want to talk about giving away this gift card. So I want to show you what it looks like, because if this thing was a big gift card, it would be so thick. So it's that right there. It's worth $10. If you want one for free, all you do is dial 422-7336 and then pick it up at Weller's in Bridgeville next week. If you don't want one, what do? Oh, they don't call. That's what they do, okay? And after 9 o'clock, we're going to have Kevin and Debbie on, and we're going to give people an update in what's been going on in their world. Did they buy an elephant? Are they renting an elephant? Are they sponsoring an elephant? Did Kevin just get elephant boots? I have no idea. An elephant mask for Halloween. It's hard to say. So anyway, oh, you're welcome, Doug. Thank you. All right, I think we have a phone call. Somebody wants to win a Duck Inn gift card, I hope. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And can you hear us okay?
Sure. How you doing?
I'm doing good. And how are you doing?
Oh, I've been better.
What's the matter? Weller's is
Well,
closed?
it's all the luck I have.
Oh.
I need stuff. Need a new roof, and my engine light just came on, so I'm behind the 8 ball.
Wow. Well, the good thing is you still live in a free country. All right.
That's true. That's true.
All right, so we're back on the radio. So you're calling in to win the gift card?
Yes, it's for duck wash. Yes.
Duck wash. It's for the duck wash.
Right.
And what, do you own some ducks?
Do what? Excuse me?
Do you own any ducks?
No, I do not.
All right. Do you have any pets at all?
Yes, one cat.
One cat. All right. Inside or outside cat?
Oh, I try to keep it inside. I don't like to get it outside.
Katie wants to know the name of your cat. What's your cat's name?
Well, I call it Squirrel.
Squirrel?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your name, sir?
Chris.
Chris. All right. Well, Chris, we're going to set a Duck Inn gift card aside for you, and you need to pick it up at Weller's in Bridgeville Monday through Friday. Is that okay?
That sounds fine to me. Yes. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, Chris.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I got a question. Are you watching on TV? Or are you listening on the radio? Or are you watching
I'm watching it on TV.
On TV. And where are you from?
Bethel, Delaware.
Bethel, Delaware. Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We're back on the radio, everybody, and we have a lot going on. But what did I want to say? Kevin Short has arrived, and I bumped him a little bit, so that's okay. Don't be upset. Added time. Oh, I got it now. All right, so you're going to get 6 minutes instead of 10. All right. Yeah, 6 minutes, Katie, instead of 10 for Kevin. All right, next. What is the next thing I want to talk about? I really don't know, so why don't we just drift right over and talk to Bob Mitchell, everybody's neighbor. Bob Mitchell. Bob, how you doing?
I'm good, Jim. And yourself?
Good. How you doing anyway?
I'm doing great.
Good. So you got a big event coming up?
Well, yeah, September 6th is a pretty big event.
Now, is your September 6th on a Tuesday or a Thursday?
Mine is on a Thursday.
On a Thursday. All right, then. No problem.
Yes.
So you want people to get out and vote?
Absolutely.
All right. Exercise their right to vote.
Well, we need to. I mean, otherwise we get the same thing that we've had all along, which doesn't seem to be working very well for us.
Right. So you're ready for change.
Well, I mean, I've found that there's only two reasons that people get into politics, and one is to look for change, and the other is to become part of the status quo.
Status quo?
Yes.
Well, you don't want to be part of the status quo?
No.
Well, you can't be. You haven't been elected yet.
Well, doesn't mean that people don't get elected to try and become part of the status quo.
That's true.
Yes, absolutely.
So you are ready to be a state representative. Is that right?
I believe so, yes,
For
sir.
the 35th district.
Yes.
All right. So what do you want to tell people about Bob Mitchell?
Well, I mean, you were at the debate
right
the other night, and I think the debate was pretty. It brought out pretty much clearly that there's two totally separate candidates.
And let's make sure people know this. The debate is available for viewing at your
It's on our website. It's on our Facebook page. Vote for Bob Mitchell.
Vote for Bob Mitchell. So I just want to make sure as you talk about the debate, people know if they missed it, you can go see it.
Right.
Okay.
And I think if you look through it, we pulled some clips out that show some differences between me and my opponent. And the biggest one being just real life experience and having some real solutions to go to Dover with.
Okay.
You know, I'm a very independent person. I haven't sought the endorsement of any elected official in Dover because you're either very naive if you think that you can go to Dover with all of these people whose coattails you're riding on and you don't owe favors to them. I mean, you're either naive or you're complicit, one of the two. Right. And that's just politics. That's just life. That's the way it is. And I refuse to go through the doors of Legislative Hall already being in debt to somebody to vote for their project because they helped me get here.
Right.
That's just not who I am. It's never been who I am. Very independent. I look at the numbers. I'm a finance guy for 30 years.
Right.
And, you know, we need somebody to really seriously sit down and look at the budgets in Dover, look at what we're doing, look at where the money's going. You know, I tell people, you know, being a finance guy, it's not real sensational or sexy. But
you do mortgages.
I do mortgages. Right. I look at financials. I look at tax returns. You look at the numbers. You add them up.
You help people make a good decision.
That's correct. I help people buy a home.
Right, but you also help them make sure that they can afford it.
And make good financial decisions. Correct. Right. And you look at the numbers and you make sure that they add up.
Right. It makes sense.
Absolutely, and you have to. You can't live beyond your means.
Right.
And yet, as a state, we're $5 billion in debt. So this go along, you know, everybody go along to get along kind of attitude in Dover has gotten us $5 billion in debt. Our interest expense on our debt this year is $193 million.
No kidding.
Yes, sir. And in 4 years, it'll be $243 million will be the interest carry expense on our debt. We can only borrow 5% of the budget, which this year was $218 million. Now, we had a $360 million budget surplus. But we spent $320 million of the budget surplus. We still borrowed the $218 million in the bond bill that we borrow every single year. And we created one of the largest bond bills ever, with part of it with borrowed money.
Wow.
And
so the state of Delaware is getting in debt $200 million every year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're $5 billion in debt. And here's the thing, Jim. It's called outrunning your debt. That's what we call it in the business. As long as your income keeps increasing, you can keep adding to your debt.
Okay.
But bull markets don't last forever.
Right.
And we keep adding to it. And I actually talked to a couple legislators up there, and I said, listen, we've got this big budget. This big budget surplus, why don't we fund everything we were going to pay for, but not borrow the money? We couldn't do it. And the 1 year that we could have avoided adding $218 million to my kids' debt, your kids' debt,
would have been this year.
Would have been this year. And Jim, the vote in the House and the Senate was completely unanimous to do it.
Really?
Nobody knows this stuff. Nobody looks at it. Numbers guys go up there and they look at it and that's who I am. And I'm an independent guy. Is that why the establishment doesn't want me up there? Could be. I don't know.
All right. We gotta stop with this segment. You're going to come back after 9.
Okay.
But in the meantime,
I can get some breakfast.
Yeah. But in the meantime, if somebody wants to just learn about Bob Mitchell, what were the Facebook page again?
Vote for Bob Mitchell.
And the website?
VoteForBobMitchell.com.
Oh,
we try to keep it simple.
Okay, good enough then. All right, so vote for Bob Mitchell.
Yes,
so,
sir.
But we're going to have Bob back on after 9. Is that okay?
That'd be great.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim.
Kevin Short, wherever he is, we're ready for Kevin. Oh, there he is. I didn't even see him standing there. I thought that was a small solar panel. Oh, anyway. Hey, I want to talk real quick about Dr. T. Dr. Trillia, my chiropractor friend. He does a good job for me, keeps me straight, keeps all the kinks out, and just does a great job. So if you need a chiropractor, he's your guy, okay? There's Dr. T and Dr. Bud. They really do a good job. It's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Hold on. You going to write something?
Yeah.
Do not write on that, please.
Okay, how about on the tablecloth?
No. Here you go, sir.
Thank you. All right.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right.
All right. So
that
anyway,
was graceful.
Let me go back to the commercial. All right. After I was so pleasantly interrupted. But anyway, Dr. T. I know him. I like him. He's a good man. Dr. Bud works with him. Good people. Peninsula Chiropractic Center. If you need chiropractic care, you need to check these guys out. Even if you've been elsewhere and didn't get the results you want, they won't waste no time. If they think they can help you, they're going to help you. And if they can't, they what? No time. Won't waste your time or no time, okay? So anyway, I'm just letting you know, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, great place to deal. Been in business now over 30 years. They're right on the highway in Seaford. And I want to tell you they have a Facebook page. So we want you to like their Facebook page. Like them on Facebook. Also on the web, it's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the Facebook, okay? And tell them I sent you if you would. And if you want a free consultation, just call up and say, hey, Jim was saying that you'll meet with me and not charge me to make sure that we're going to click. That's exactly what they're saying. One free consultation. You'll either meet with Dr. Bud or Dr. T, and they will sit down and say, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? And can we help you? Can we not help you? No copay, no deductible. That first visit will be no charge if you call and use the super secret promo code Jim Said. Jim Weller said, okay? 629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, and like them on Facebook if you would. All right? Kevin Short is either writing his will or writing me some kind of a note over here.
We have to talk about that.
Oh, wow. Okay. You go first.
All right.
All right. Now, I do need to mention something.
Yes.
This is a paid advertisement, everybody.
Yeah, right.
Okay? All right.
Yeah.
All right. We got it on the screen, too.
Okay, I saw that.
All right. Yep. We're ABC compliant.
Cool. NBC compliant, I think,
NBC
maybe?
compliant.
Yeah, there you
ABC,
go.
NBC.
Yeah. It's just alphabet soup.
Everybody, right.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm well. How
Good.
are you?
I'm real good. I'm actually well-er,
I
to be
knew
quite
that.
honest with
I
you.
knew that.
We've missed you. Haven't seen you in a while.
We've
So-
been really busy.
Oh,
And
now
I'm
you're
gonna
getting a phone call.
I'm gonna-
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna-
everybody.
I'm
Kevin
gonna-
wants to
no,
answer
I'm
the
gonna
phone.
Turn this off.
So,
Sorry.
he is on TV.
Yeah.
Look at the glow on his head as he tilts his head down,
baby.
man.
And I powdered too.
And he powdered. Wow, on the way over. But Kevin's riding a motorcycle now. So
Yeah.
anyway, his hair was
well,
probably
I rode the
blowing in the
elephant
breeze.
over.
He rode the elephant. So Mid-South Audio is in Georgetown.
Okay, I'm done.
And
It's
been
off.
around a while, 20-some years. Kevin was just a kid when he started.
29 years.
29.
We'll be in our 30th year, September 28th.
So when your 30th year starts, you'll be celebrating your 30th year?
All year.
All year.
Yeah.
You're going to do it all year long.
Silent night all day long. Yeah, that's a great Christmas song.
All right. Now, Tuesday night.
Yes.
Tech Talk Live.
Yes, that's on my list. I can
Is
check
it on
that
your
off.
list?
You want to talk
All
about
right.
that?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
The last Tuesday night of every month.
I don't see the clock.
Kevin, it's
Where's
right there.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you're down to 8 minutes already.
I didn't see that extra minute.
It was there.
Yeah, you
You've
said
just
6.
burned them up, Bear.
Yeah,
when you got on
yeah.
that phone call.
Yeah.
All right.
Tech Talk live.
Tech Talk.
Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. This is our, I don't know, 16th episode? Something
It might
like that?
be.
I think
Let's
so.
just say it's not your 20th.
It's not our 20th, but
Okay.
we're, I think it's episode 16, I believe.
I have no
Yeah.
idea. Okay.
We've been doing it a while. We've been doing it monthly. We have a ball doing this show. It's an hour and a half. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's
You
on
answer
Facebook,
questions.
Facebook Live. Yeah, we sure do.
Okay,
well,
so-
I don't know that we actually answer any questions. We discuss
Okay.
questions.
We discuss questions.
I don't know that we...
So it's Kevin and his team.
And
so
our,
you
our
get,
techs.
Yeah, so you get to
this-
see what some of them look like.
This week, Dutch and Michael and Gino and Austin should be on the show. So
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right,
it should be a big panel.
Starting
And,
at 7.
Starting at 7. And then the last half hour, the third half hour of the show, because it's an hour and a half long.
Right.
In the third half hour, we have a guest. And this month's guest is Sony. And they'll be talking about projectors and cameras and...
Mr. Sony.
Mr. Sony's going to be there himself.
Okay,
Yeah, and
wow.
it's satellite from Japan.
Okay.
So, but...
Sony. S-O-N-E-E. Sony.
Yeah, that's it. Add 30 seconds.
All right. We can't interrupt it in the middle.
They're giving away. I'm losing my train of thought. You see how organized I am.
Oh, I can see it, yes.
You know, and this is hard to keep
Right.
track of in your head.
All right, so Sony is going to be in the last half an hour, and they're giving something
the
away.
last half hour, we always try to give away, some sort of prize for participation in the last half hour.
Okay.
And they are giving away, and I do not know the model number of the headphones, but they're giving away 4 sets. One, not 4 to one person, but 4 people are gonna get a set of headphones, and they're Sony headphones, and they have a retail price of over $200.
Wow.
They're really, really nice headphones.
Wow.
They're MD 4 somethings. I don't know.
Really?
It's on our Facebook page, on our website.
Well, either way, they're free.
They're
okay?
free.
They're free.
Yes.
So how does somebody even possibly win that?
All they have to do is call in that last half hour. Call or participate. We're going to do this. Email, participate on Facebook, or call. And we're just the people that participate are the first 4 or the 4 that do the most or whatever. We're gonna let Caitlin decide. So she's
right.
in the background.
So
she'll pick the winner.
Look up Mid-South Audio
So
on
apparently
Facebook.
sending Katie $25 this week would probably be a good idea. Yeah, if you wanted to be on the show. If you
Right.
Send her a gift card.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what you're saying
She
is
really likes the jerky outlet.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
Okay.
That's a long story. Yeah.
Anyway, what I'm saying is look up Mid-South Audio on Facebook.
My wife cut me off.
Oh, big time.
She did. Yes, she did. Yes.
There's your better half right there, and I'd listen to her.
Yes, dear.
Okay.
That's what that.
Yes. Anyway, Kevin's really worried about his time here. Stay focused, Kevin.
I am trying to.
Don't get on your phone.
Yeah.
Stay focused here. So Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Mid-South Audio. Look up midsouthaudio.com on the web.
Yep.
Or look up their Facebook page. And when you get to their Facebook page, like it and click on notifications. So you will be notified anytime they do anything relevant.
Yep, absolutely.
Which should be often, right?
Well, we think so.
Okay.
We think everything we do is relevant. But,
All right.
You never know.
What's next on your list?
So I've got to go. Usually we do from right to left, but we're starting. We're here at Teen Challenge in the Teen Challenge thrift store right now.
Yes, we are.
Teen Challenge is having an event today.
At Trap Pond?
Trap Pond.
Okay.
And the Reminders are playing.
And this event starts at
3 to
about
6.
3 to 6. All you can eat crabs
and watermelon. And all the fixings. And I think Marilyn Ann's probably.
Oh, she's catering like crazy.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
So
the Reminders are playing all day. It's from 3 to.
Well, we're there 3 to 6. We're there the first. We were there from 3 to 4:30, and then the Teen Challenge Praise Band is 4:30 to 6.
Okay. So you can see the Reminders. You can have some food.
Early. Yep.
Okay. All right. What else you got?
You're going?
I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind.
We have an extra ticket.
Do you really?
Yeah. We could hook you up.
I might be.
In fact, I'll give you the one and buy you the other one. How about that?
No, I got to see. I got to check.
Okay.
I can't make any corporate decisions without the other person that owns 50% of Wellers.
A smart man. She's saying, she
Right.
cut me off. She says, you're smart. Yeah, and I stopped.
Okay.
So,
All right.
so that's what the Reminders are doing. I wanted to mention that.
And this is a fundraiser for Teen Challenge.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
People get out there and support
I
it.
heard from Bob Carey yesterday that this is the most people they've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be the
Wow.
biggest event ever.
But people can just go there and buy a ticket and eat some food.
Tickets are still available.
Here's some music, eat some food, and have some fun.
I think he told me. I think he told me.
Okay.
60 bushels of crabs are coming.
60
from
bushels. Wow.
That's a lot of crabs.
That is, especially if they're all swimming in a line. Okay. Is that what you meant?
I
Oh,
think
they're already
I think they
steamed.
bring them over dead.
Oh, I thought he meant 60 bushels of crabs were swimming up Tramp Pond and going to surrender themselves.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how many crabs I'd eat at a Trap Pond. All right? All right? Yeah.
All right, what's next on your list?
Well, we could talk about, what MSA's doing right now. It's
Okay.
It's a busy weekend for us. We have been involved in the Maryland Renaissance Festival. They've been renovating the Renaissance Festival grounds. If you've ever been to the Renaissance Festival, they have multiple venues there, and they have 12, I believe. We just redid 6, including the jousting arena.
Really?
Which is where they have the jousting contest. They seat like 2,000 people. Today's the kickoff, so we're there today for the kickoff of that to make sure everything goes smoothly. And there's a lot of stuff going on. The original Whalers are playing live in Ocean City at Northside Park today, free.
Really?
Free concert with the
How much are the tickets?
They're free.
Really?
It's a free concert in Northside Park tonight with
Really?
the original Whalers, yes.
Wow.
And then...
Are these the Boston?
No, this is the Bob Marley Whalers.
Oh,
yes. The
okay.
original
Just checking.
Whalers with Al Anderson. Which was
Al Anderson.
Al Anderson's Whalers. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Let's see. Tonight at Freeman, Locals Under the Lights. Freeman does a lot to support the arts in the community. Everybody knows that. But they have these feature performances 3 or 4 times a summer that they feature local acts, and they call it Locals Under the Lights. So it's the time to go out. It's free of charge. You go.
So, like, I could just show up and be an act?
No. They organize it. I mean, there's criteria for being on the show, but it allows people to play on this stage where multiple national acts.
That was a very polite way of saying you need talent.
Jim, you are very talented in a lot of different ways.
But not for the Freeman stage.
And I think there's a lot of music in you.
Oh, do you
because
really?
I haven't seen any come out yet. So,
hey, you want to burn up a minute showing a picture of the headphones?
hang on. We got it. I'm almost there. So,
right.
And then we're at Tolchester Marina tonight with Eric Paisley. If anybody's in that area, that's a good show. Last night was a cool show for us. Max Weinberg. I don't know if the musical director for the Conan O'Brien show for years, the drummer for the E Street Band, Bruce Springsteen's band, was at the Big Chill Grill in Bethany Beach. The show was sold out. He was great to work with. It was a fabulous show. That was like a kind of a once in a lifetime thing. It was a big deal. That was a cool deal. So that was last night. Two things we've got coming up that we're going to talk about in future dates. We're going to do an MSA garage sale sometime in November. I don't know the date. Okay. And we've got a lot. We've been, this is 30 years. Right. We got a lot of stuff in the corners that we need to get rid of.
So like Jim's best junk, it's going to be Kevin's best junk.
And we're talking pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar.
You come get it and move it.
And
get rid
we'll
of it
almost pay you to take it, but it would be illegal to give it away.
We're not going to give it away, but it's going to be really, really close to giving it away.
All right.
So we've got that coming up, and that's really all I had to say. And you got a picture of the headphones?
Well,
we're out of time.
There they are there. Oh, wow.
Okay, there you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're giving away 4.
We have the black ones. Yes.
The black ones.
There's 4 black
ones.
Yep.
All right, so, and is it a right ear and a left ear?
Both, yes.
Both. My gosh, that could be stereo.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
Get out of here, Kevin.
I appreciate you.
We'll have you back on in a little while, okay?
Cool. Yes.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
You can have that back. Please don't look at that page.
I won't.
All right.
Thank you, Kevin.
See you. Bye-bye.
You did a great job, no matter what they said about you. All right, everybody. We're in the last few minutes of the radio segment, so I really need to make it clear. We need you to follow us, okay? So what we're asking is, if you're listening on the radio, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. In fact, I need a radio caller. I need somebody to call me right now, 422-7336, that's listening on the radio. I'm going to give you a Duck Inn Car Wash gift card, okay? I want to give one away, 422-7336. If you're listening on the radio right now, I'd like you to call and let me give you a Duck Inn Car Wash gift card, okay? Got to pick it up at Weller's next week. But listen, if you're listening on the radio, first of all, I think it's Fran back at the studio, so thank you, Fran, for all you do. But my Delaware 105.9 audience, we stop this show at 9, and we'd like you to follow us if you want more of this. So you can watch me on Facebook. You can listen to me on Facebook. You can watch it on My Cozy TV because we're here till 10 o'clock, or better yet, get in your car and drive right on down here to Smith's Cafe in Seaford, okay? Because the show goes on, and it goes on till 10 o'clock this morning. I believe I got everything done that I needed to get done. Katie, do you see where I missed anything? I don't think I did. I started with Delaware Eye Clinic, and I finished with Peninsula Chiropractic Center, so we're good. I want to tell you that we do this show every week, and if you're listening and you own a business and you would like this show on your business's Facebook page, we have a deal for you. For $100 a month, you can have this show on your business's Facebook page, and we will for sure drive viewers to your Facebook page. All right, caller, are you there? Good morning, good morning.
I'm there.
And are you calling for a reason?
I'm calling from my car.
Oh.
About the gift cards to the Duck Inn Car Wash.
All right, and what is your name?
Bunny.
Bunny?
Yes.
All right, and I'll set that aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville. You got to pick it up Monday through Friday, okay?
I will. Thank you very much.
And do you listen often, or is this your first time?
I listen to you on Saturday when I'm out and about, going to yard sales and running my errands.
Okay. Well.
And I'm a big fan of Teen Challenge.
Teen Challenge, great organization, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like to shop there, and I like to donate there.
Well, thank you for both of those things, shopping and donating, okay?
Yep.
All right.
For the community.
Yep, it is. And I'll set the gift card aside for you, Bunny, at Weller's in Bridgeville.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good weekend. Thanks for calling.
You too. Bye-bye now.
Yep, it's just that quick, folks. You can say it on the radio or say it on TV, and boom, things happen instantly. We like that. It's called the speed of live, the speed of now. So anyway, it has been a great show as far as the radio side of things. Yes, we are going to stick right here with you until 10 o'clock this morning, I'm going to talk to Senator Bryant Richardson. I'm going to talk to Bob Mitchell. I'm going to talk to Kevin Short some more. We're going to give some things away. I might even have a word with Katie. I'm not sure. But I just want to say thanks a lot to everybody that watches this show, listens to this show, and we really appreciate your support. And as I was saying, if you would like this show to be on your Facebook page and you own a business, we will drive a lot of traffic to watch the show, and it will make your page a little more interesting, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. But thank you all for watching Weller Does Delmarva. Next week is our 5-year anniversary of doing this show on Delaware 105.9. 260th show is next week. So anyway, that's that. A lot of things going on in the community today. I'm going to be out and about and seeing what's happening where and now and who and what and so on. I actually think I'm going to some kind of a moonlight kayaking thing tomorrow night. I think at Killen's Pond. I'm not positive. I think, but I can't remember. Denise organizes all that. When it comes to the business, I got it. And when it comes to everything else, she's got it, and I just listen. So, folks, I want to say thanks again. Remember, Weller's is closed on Saturday, so don't buy anything anywhere if you can help it. And wait for us to open on Monday. We're done with the radio for today. Thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend, and we're going to continue right on My Cozy TV and Jim Weller's Facebook page. So if there's anybody watching on Facebook, we appreciate it. I see a lot of different people on there. So thank you, everybody, and good morning to you. And we are on numerous Facebook pages. So I think the next person I'm going to have a word with in a minute or so is Colin Walls Service Center. But we're inside Smith's Cafe, which is inside the Teen Challenge thrift store. So you can come and enjoy a wonderful breakfast, lunch, or dinner right here at Smith's Cafe. They have a Facebook page. If you like it, you can see all their different specials. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're open 7 days a week. It is a great place to get something to eat, and we want to thank them for sponsoring this show. They sponsor this show each and every week, and we appreciate them doing that. Now, I think we're ready for Colin Walls. Colin, are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
All right, I am. So you can talk, and I'm going to take a drink.
Oh, okay. Well, take your drink then. Walls Service Center is open today, so if you want to get on the schedule for next week, give us a call, 422-8110. You can go to wallservicecenter.com on the web, too, and actually schedule an appointment right there.
Right there.
We also like people to stop in.
Stop in.
Downtown Milford. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street, downtown Milford, right across from Abbott's Grill, next to Bicentennial Park. Got lots of things to do in the downtown area of Milford, too. So drop your car off, have it worked on, take a walk around, check out the River Walk, check out all the downtown shops. Come hungry because we've got good restaurants there, too.
Yes, you do. And the ice cream.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yes,
King's
and the library.
Ice cream.
The library?
Right. I wonder if they let you take ice cream in the library.
I don't know. I know
Probably not.
I know they don't let you use the restroom without a library card.
Oh, okay.
That I learned.
Huh. Okay.
And by the time I got the library card, things were a mess.
Anyway, Walls Service Center is in the heart of downtown Milford, and lots of things to do within walking distance. So we have great amenities in the downtown area.
You can rent a bike. You can rent a kayak.
Yeah, that's right. Rent a bike, rent a kayak. Yep.
You
or
could go audition for a play.
You can.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
At the whatever it's called. I forgot the name of the play.
Yep, the
theater.
Riverwalk Theater.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyway, lots of good things to do in downtown Milford, and bring it to Walls Service Center. Bring your car to Walls Service Center. Let's check it out. Take a walk around. Have some lunch. Arenas we have. We have Abbott's Grill and Georgia House Restaurant. And West Side actually is within walking distance.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can go visit people at the hospital if you want to.
You could. They actually have a good cafeteria at the hospital,
they do.
too, if you want to eat there.
So there is a lot of things within walking distance of Walls Service Center.
Right. There is. So we do all kinds of things at Walls Service Center, but, kind of today we were focusing on things you can just drive up for and get with no appointment.
Check the air and the tires. I like that one.
Yeah, and it's free, but I have to put the disclaimer out.
As long as.
The air is free only while supplies last.
Only while supplies last.
Right. So.
And you get there early and you pump your air compressor up, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you pump it up once a day, and when it's out, that's when the air is no longer.
No, that thing is running all day long.
All day long.
Yes, it is. So
wow.
So you can also have your bulbs checked if you're going to go through inspection, or if you just think you have
my
a bulb
bulbs
out,
checked.
or if you think you've just haven't had it done in a while, and just say, you know what, I'd like to get my tag lights checked, or I don't want to. A reason for be pulled over. I just don't feel like the hassle and the time. being wasted by being pulled over for a taillight out or something.
Well, and plus you don't want somebody to not see your vehicle.
That's right.
You know, signaling or whatever. So you can get that done. You got wiper blades in stock.
Right.
You know, if it's raining and you want to get them checked, you could check them then because that's when people notice it.
Right.
Or if you want to be proactive, they could stop in and you'll check their wiper blades.
Right, but if you want an appointment, give us a call, 422-8110, wallservicecenter.com on the web. Stop in at 220 Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford.
Downtown Milford, Wall Service Center, tried and true, good local company, great place to get your automobile worked on. You getting your hair straight? Okay. That's the way I feel. All right, I think we should talk to Bob Mitchell next, okay? So Bob Mitchell, okay, if you can, we're ready for you. Yep, we'll get Bob on. Bob's campaigning hot and heavy over there. And then after Bob, we'll talk to Bryant Richardson. Is that okay? If you let him know, if you would. So you do that, Katie. And then we'll talk to Katie. So we'll talk to Bob Mitchell. Then we're going to talk to Bryant Richardson, Senator Richardson. Then we're going to talk to Katie. I've got a series of questions. Garney, good morning, Garney. Is that Garney Hall? It might be. I'm not sure. Garney, good morning to you. I know a mess of Garneys. So anyway, Bob Mitchell, we're going to talk to him just a little bit more about his big run for the 35th District State Representative. So the timer is ready. All right. So anyway, good morning.
Good morning again.
Did you eat breakfast yet?
No.
Okay. You got sidetracked?
I got talking, yeah.
Everybody's
you know what that's
excited.
Like, right? You must have the strongest vocal cords in Sussex County.
Why is that?
You just talk.
Oh, I can
all
do
the
it.
time.
I can talk in my sleep, full, complete sentences.
I bet.
Denise is like, who are you talking to? In other words, because it's usually giving some type of direction. Put this here, move this there. Don't forget to do this. She's like, man,
giving orders.
Day. Yeah. She's like, who do you hang around with during the day? Yeah. All right. So anyway, Bob Mitchell running for state representative. You had a debate the other night. People can go watch that if they would look up Vote for Bob Mitchell on the Facebook. Is that right?
The Facebook, that's
all
correct.
right.
And I think that debate really does show a difference, again, between the two candidates. It's a very
visual and an audio,
yeah.
And you can form your own opinion and learn what you can learn from there.
Yeah, I mean there's something that life experience gives you.
Right.
And I think I definitely have that advantage over my opponent. And just again, you know, I can't stress enough because this election has kind of been funneled down at this point to someone who will stand on their own 2 feet.
Okay.
Answer only to the voters in the 35th.
Okay.
Who has not sought the endorsement of anyone who's a current elected official in Dover, and who will go up there and look at bills based on their merit, not based on favors that they owe other people. I do have some friends up there that I've talked to, and I've told them flat out I wouldn't ask for their endorsement. I wouldn't accept it if they wanted to give it, which, you know, I think for the most part that they should try to stay out of it. But this election has come down to an establishment candidate who's been picked by the establishment. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, when you look at the signs, Jim, I don't know if you've seen the most current sign that my opponent has, that has our current elected official, Dave Wilson, great guy. I mean, I ran against him 2 years ago, but I also voted for him in that election. And the sign itself says, you know, you can't look at that sign and not infer from that sign that you need to go on September 6th and vote for Dave Wilson. I mean, when you look at it, that's what it says.
And you can't vote for Dave Wilson.
You can't vote for Dave Wilson on September 6th. I mean, you and I know that.
Wow.
So you know, there's I can't. I wish it was an election between me and my opponent, and not. And I think that would be the best for the district itself, for voters to be informed, make their own opinion based on two separate people. That's all.
Okay. Well, is there anything, like we've talked about Jesse and Dave Wilson, what do you want to tell us about Bob? In other words, you know, let's, who are you, where are you from? And
well, again, you know, I have 30 years of finance experience. That's, and I've got 30 years, in November it'll be 30 years of being married.
Okay, congratulations.
Raised 3 kids, yes.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yes, it is for her.
Speaks volumes.
It's easy for me to be married for her. It's an accomplishment for her,
right.
You know, for her to be married to me. You know, father of 3 kids. And just someone who, when you look at numbers like I do,
right,
you can't get opinions numbers don't give you opinions. Numbers are numbers. They're not Democrat numbers. They're not Republican numbers. They're not conservative numbers. They're not liberal numbers. They're numbers.
Okay.
And you have to look at them objectively. And what that does is it teaches you to look at other things objectively.
Right.
And I think that's one thing we need in Dover is not somebody to just walk along a party line or vote for something because somebody else initiated it, but that we look at every bill based on its merit, no matter what side of the aisle it comes from.
Can it stand on its own two legs?
Can it stand on its own two legs?
Right.
And then you take the people that are going to be affected by that bill, like let's say it's an agriculture bill, then you go to the people that that's going to affect in your district and say, okay, here's the bill. Tell me what's good about it. Tell me what's bad about it. Tell me what's pretty about it. Tell me what's ugly about it.
Right.
And then let's sit down for a second and take 3 steps back and look at it. Get that 40,000-foot view and say, what are the unintended consequences that this bill could create? Because that's the one thing that government is fantastic at, is passing something that either looks good or feels good on paper, but in reality causes more problems than it solves.
Right. So almost like, the sniff test. Let's just make sure this thing smells good.
And let's have more than 1 or 2 people sniff it.
Right.
Let's get the opinions of the people in my district. That's what I've committed to do, is to keep people informed and to ask for their opinion before I vote on legislation, and not just vote on it because it's on party lines or because I owe this person a favor or anything like that. That's just it's not who I am. I'm a very independent thinking person.
So, if you get elected, in other words, it's...
When, Jim? Come on now.
When you get elected, it's the 6th.
It is the
That's
6th.
a Thursday. I mean, that's going to be a real critical sticking point.
Is.
We have got to make sure people do not forget about that.
Here's the thing. A lot of people wake up on Wednesday and are like, oh, man, shoot, I should have voted on yesterday. And now they get the chance to vote the next day.
That's right.
So
That's
maybe
right.
it's a good thing.
Right. So, Vote for Bob Mitchell is the website.
VoteForBobMitchell.com, and Vote for Bob Mitchell on Facebook. We probably keep that up to date more so than even the website.
So if
because
they
the
go to
website's
Facebook,
my daughter, and my daughter's been taking care of the website, and she's a teacher at the Mennonite school, and she's back to school.
So
and
she's busy.
So she's up to her earballs in
Okay.
students and teaching them English. Yes.
So your Facebook page, and people can click on there and hit notifications, and then that way, every time you
hit a message,
have something going on or whatever,
219-6700 will get me every time.
Phone number.
Yeah, 219-6700.
302?
302.
219-6700. Okay.
And it doesn't ring to some campaign headquarters. It rings to myself.
Does it really?
Oh, yeah.
So somebody could really just literally call you and talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I had somebody call me yesterday, and I was on the phone.
Okay.
And I saw that I missed the call. And as soon as I got off the phone, I just hit redial and talked to her. It was a lady in the district.
Okay.
Last night, went out to her house, my wife and I, because it ended up being somebody that my wife knew when she was a child.
Wow.
Went out. And I know that some of my campaign people say that I talk too long just to individual people, but we sat out there for probably 35 minutes because my wife knew her when she was a child.
Right.
And when we left there, my whole family's voting for you. Please put a sign at the end of the driveway.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if it's not an individual vote by vote thing. I had somebody come up to me the other day and said, Bob, you don't have to worry. I didn't know who they were. They introduced them, and they said, oh, well, we're voting for you. And I said, oh, great. I said, why? She said, oh, and she mentioned a common friend. And she said, well, this person's my best friend. And I'm like, oh, that's great. I said, well, I really appreciate that. But let me tell you who I am.
Right.
Because I want you to vote for me because of who I am, not because who they say I am.
Right.
I want you to know.
Wow.
And so we spent about 5 minutes together. And some people were looking at me like, she's a voter. She said she's voting to you. You need to go to somebody else. No. I want people to know who I am, because then you can hold me accountable if I stray from that.
Right. Well, good.
So.
Well, I think you've done a good job. It's going to be exciting to see how all this goes. And I appreciate you being on.
Hey, man, I appreciate the time.
Okay.
Good to see you as always.
Right. Thanks a lot.
All right, brother. Thanks.
All right. Bob Mitchell. Good guy. Bo says good morning. Is it Bo or Boo? Bo. Just messing with you, Bo. All right, next is Senator Bryant Richardson, okay? And we're just going to have a quick word with him, so I won't need a timer, Katie. But anyway, I won't need one. Sorry. All right, so anyway, Senator Richardson, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Jim. How are you?
I seen you were at an event, grand opening of something the other day.
Western Sussex,
yeah.
New office on US 13.
Right next to Dr. T's office.
Yes, it is.
Peninsula Chiropractic. So it's right there. Is it Alliance Realty in that building, I think?
Yes.
Yep. So this is the Western Sussex Chamber of Commerce.
That's correct.
Wow. But I seen you in there.
Mm-hmm. We're trying to get Seaford and Laurel to merge
Connected
together. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That would be good. All right. So you have a campaign coming up.
I do. I'm
All right.
very much involved in it right now. Yes.
All right. And so how do people learn about you? You got a Facebook page?
Yeah, I do. Probably go to a website. It's the best
Website.
thing.
What's the website?
RichardsonSenate.com.
RichardsonSenate.com is the website.
And I always say don't go to Richardson for Senate, or you'll end up with a
somewhere else
legislator in Texas.
Whole nother state.
Yeah,
right.
whole nother
It'd be
state.
hard to vote for somebody in Texas.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, you've been a senator now. How long?
Just 4 years.
4 years, and you're ready to go another 4.
I am.
Okay.
Yep, I'm on the Joint Finance Committee, which is a pretty good accomplishment for a first-time legislator, and I wanted to continue that work.
Well, good. And so, are you available to speak if somebody wants to meet you, or?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
All right. You need any help with the campaign? You need any helpers, or? Oh,
Always.
for real? Okay.
Well, I have a wonderful campaign manager, Kathy Tully.
Okay.
And a great group of people, great group of supporters.
Did Kathy Tully just open a business in Bridgeville?
No.
No, I'm thinking of Kathy Tull, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So anyway, you could use some helpers if there's anybody that wants to help.
Sure.
What if somebody wants to put a sign in their yard? Do you have any signs left?
I have a few hundred signs left.
A few hundred left. All right. So signs are available.
Yeah,
if you want a sign.
I just reordered.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what else do you want to say?
Well, the reason I got into politics to begin with is because of my concern for the life issue.
Right.
Just
life in general.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, I think, is what our core values are. And, I want to protect your pocketbook. I was just talking to some folks over there, and they said that they're getting more people to get off dependency to government to become taxpayers, and I think that's a noble goal.
I agree.
Because there's a lot of self-fulfillment too.
Yeah.
When you're participating, when you're taking care of yourself, and actually
when you're making a
contributing
difference
back to the economy. Yes.
Yeah. Everybody wants to make a difference,
Absolutely.
All right. Well, what was that website again?
RichardsonSenate.com.
RichardsonSenate.com. He is available to talk if somebody wants to talk to you. Mm-hmm. Send a note through the Facebook, or not the Facebook, through the website, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Anything else you want to say or add?
There's a lot of work ahead.
Okay.
Let me just tell you real briefly about 2 bills I introduced this past year.
All right.
Well, 3 actually. One, let me talk about the health.
Okay.
The health issue, the drug issue. I just read that there's 72,000 drug overdose deaths in the U.S. This past year. Part of the ceremony at Western Sussex, when they had the ribbon cutting, they talked about this Code Purple that's coming up.
Right.
It's going to be at Crossroad Church on September 11th in the evening, same night that I have a debate.
Okay.
So I'd introduced a drug task force meeting so that we can put the information about the to examine how we can keep kids from ever experimenting with drugs.
Okay.
Probably running out of time. So
we are out of time, but listen, I'll get up with you and we'll get you on some more. Is that okay?
That'll be fine.
All right. Thanks a lot. Okay.
Thanks.
Take care. Yep.
Bye bye.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to have a word with Katie, just for the heck of it. All right. Who did I miss? I got Bob Mitchell, Kevin Short in a little bit. I didn't miss anybody, did I? No? Okay. I want to do some more giveaways. So if anybody wants us to give anything away, you're just going to have to call us and tell us what you want us to give away. Okay? Because we just have no idea what to do next.
No
all right?
idea.
So, Katie, how are you doing?
I'm well.
You're well?
My back is hurting me today.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think I overdid it a little yesterday.
Workers' comp.
Not anything related here.
Not workers' comp. Say that again, please.
There's
what was
nothing
that?
related here. I think I overdid it exercise-wise yesterday.
Really? What were you doing?
Well, I think I overdid it.
Oh, my gosh. You were not doing yoga.
No.
Okay. We're taking up aerial yoga.
That is something else.
I think Colin has
Do
an
you think
aerial
you could
yoga
do it?
thing.
Have you done it?
Not yet.
Are you going to?
Well, Norman Jones is doing, and he said they've now opened up aerial yoga to short people.
Kelsey, yeah.
So he said now short people have a chance of doing aerial yoga because what they've done is put the thing closer to the floor. Okay? So it used to only be tall people could do aerial yoga. So, and you're tall, so you're good.
I am, yeah.
All right, so do you do aerial yoga?
No, but I have done regular yoga before.
Okay.
I prefer fat people yoga in like a dark room. That's my favorite.
Everybody wearing dark clothes.
Yes, you can't see anything that's going on. That's my preferred method.
All right, I'm pondering taking up interpretive dance is what I would like to do.
I think you would be excellent at that.
I think I would. And then what's that game where you're trying to get people to understand what you're trying to describe?
Like charades?
Yes. So I want to take up interpretive dance so I can play a game called interpretive charades,
Oh, I like
dancing
that
out
idea.
the moves.
That's
so you would
great.
have to guess what I'm dancing and trying to describe.
I tell you, Violet really always enjoyed taking Zumba. She loved that when she was a
Really?
kid. Yeah, because it's fast. It's very fast paced.
okay.
She does not like doing the same motion over and over
Okay.
again. She likes something a little quicker.
All right. So when does Violet start back to school?
The 5th.
The 5th. Okay.
She just found out her teacher yesterday, and she's thrilled because it's somebody that she knows from church.
Oh, good.
So she's very excited.
Isn't that nice?
Yes, yes. So it's
Yeah.
like she feels like, well, Violet always thinks that the teacher is her friend personally anyway.
Right.
But now she actually is like, oh. She's
Wow.
so excited. Yeah.
Wow.
So she just lit up when she figured that out.
Well, all my grandkids, I've had 2 grandkids started school already. My granddaughter, on her 2nd day of kindergarten, broke her wrist.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Poor little
So,
Saren.
oh, it's terrible because we're all going to Frontier Town, and she won't be able
You
to
can't
go.
do the whole plastic bag and tape it up.
I don't know.
We
You
did
know,
that. My sister had 2 broken arms when we were kids, and that's what we always did. But I mean, this is
I
25,
remember-
30 years ago, so it's.
You're saying take a plastic bag and a zip tie.
Well, I don't know about zip tie, but maybe some real strong tape.
Duct tape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some in water.
Gorilla tape.
Yeah.
It's stronger than the ducks.
Exactly.
Gorilla tape
At least
is.
she'd be able to do a little something.
Right. Well, anyway, so I got 2 grandkids already started school. Another one starts Monday. Brody does, and Ashlyn I think starts Tuesday. But I hope I don't have that wrong. But
Yeah, she's after. But Violet's been out of school. I mean, since like the first week of June. This has been a long summer. I mean,
Wow.
good.
Well, she
a
went
good
away to
summer.
camp, though.
She did. She
Right,
went away to
and-
camp. We went on vacation. We took a trip to New York. We
Yeah.
tried to stay busy.
you've done good.
Yeah, we did.
You've done good. So, what else did I want to ask you? I forgot what it was. I had a big question. I don't remember what it was. So, other than that, how's everything else?
Good.
You keeping the show straight?
Yes, trying.
Okay.
Busy this morning.
Yes, it is busy.
Yes.
It is busy. So, this is Katie, everybody. So, those that are watching on Facebook, this is the Katie that monitors my Facebook page, and she lines up guests and takes pictures of people, and does some Facebook posts in the middle of the show. So she does a lot of things, and I want to say thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
And other than that, I think I'm going to just take some phone calls.
Good. Sounds
What
good.
do you think we should? Do you think we should? You know what I'd like to do? I want to give away the Weller's discount cards. Have you ever used it?
I have.
Have you really?
I have.
Like, where have
we've
you
used it at I'm trying to think. For pizza, we've used it at Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, yeah.
I'm bummed that it doesn't have the Millsboro Dairy Queen in there because they
You
know
know-
us by name there.
Well, you know what's funny? I was fortunate enough to get 2 Dairy Queens on there.
Yes, you are.
You know,
very much so.
And I got Vanderwins on there.
Yes,
So
Vanderwins.
we're very centered around ice cream. But when you have 5 grandkids,
it's important.
You want to get as much of a discount on ice cream as you can.
Vanderwins almost gives you too much ice
They
cream.
do. I really have to make it clear. I just want a
Yeah,
small
me too.
scoop.
It's
just
it's a good thing to split with someone. Almost.
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
It's a lot of
Yep.
ice cream. It's delish.
It is. All right. Well, let's take some phone calls and give
I'll
these
be
away. Will
answering
you?
the phone.
And did you write those other 2 names down?
did.
Thank you.
You're
okay.
welcome.
All right. And so we're going to take some phone calls. How about that? If anybody wants a Weller's discount card for free, we're giving them away right now. You got to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville, so that's a ploy. We want to get you into the store, all right? But they're $10 each. We're going to give them away free. And you say, what is a Weller's discount card? Here's how simple it is, okay? It gives you discounts like Fat Daddy's Barbecue, $5 off on your first $25. That's 20%, okay? Let me make sure I got that right. Yep, 10% off at Nicola's, Bethany Blues in Lewis, 10% off. That would help a lot. All right, Vanderwin's 10% off, Applebee's 10% off, and no nonsense. Our friend Rick Fowler, $25 off on a regular service. Now listen to this. Then we have got, who is this? Stargate Pizza, 10% off, Papa John's. Buy any pizza at the regular price. Hold it. Buy any pizza at the regular price and get one free. That's a heck of a deal. Dairy Queen, $1 off any Blizzard in Milford. I use this one all the time. All right. McDonald's, buy one, get one free. Any large sandwich. Dry Zone, 5% off. So what I'm saying, folks, you want one of these? Just call me right now. I'll put your name on the list. You can have one for nothing, okay? They're normally $10 each. We're giving them away. We'll put your name on the list, and you stop into Weller's Monday through Friday next week, and you can have one absolutely free. 422-7336 is the number, okay? Is the number if you want one. Subway, 10% off. Professional Power Wash, 15% off. Ducky and Car Wash, $3 off on the Extreme. Dairy Queen in Seaford, 10% off, all right? Supercuts, $2 off a haircut. The Palace in Milford, 10% off. Hungry Howie's, buy a large pizza at the regular price and get a second pizza at half price. Pretty good offer. The cards are normally $10. We're giving them away for free today. If you want one, just call, and we will put your name on the list, and you can pick one up at Weller's in Bridgeville, okay? It's real simple. You just dial 422-7336 and say, hey, I'd like one of those cards, and we will put your name on the list, and you can pick it up sometime at Weller's in Bridgeville. Do we have a caller? Is this a telemarketer? Good.
No.
Not a telemarketer.
No, this is Carolyn from Millsboro.
Carolyn, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. And yourself?
Real good. And how are we looking today?
How we looking? You're looking really good.
All right. And would you like one of the Weller discount cards?
Sure, if possible.
Right.
That'd be great.
We'll set one aside. Now, we're only open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, okay?
Okay.
And what are you doing this weekend?
What am I doing?
Yes.
Well, I'm getting ready to have my breakfast now.
All right.
And I'm not doing a whole lot.
And what
Going
town?
to church on Sunday, and
Where do you go to church?
we might be taking a ride to Salisbury today to the zoo.
Okay, well, that'll be good. All right. Well, then, thank you for watching the show.
You're welcome.
And I'll set a card aside for you, okay?
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye. And I do want to tell you, I hear when other people call, the problem is we don't have this real sophisticated phone system. Actually, Katie's holding a cordless phone, and it's actually through a mobile cell phone. It's crazy. But call right back is what I'm saying. 422-7336 if you want one of those Weller's discount cards for free. We'll just set it aside at Weller's in Bridgeville, and you pick it up. But there's discounts at 19 different businesses. So if you like food, or if you like power washing, or you like ice cream, or you want to get a discount on labor at Weller's, or anything like that, Ducky and Car Wash and so on. If you want to save some money, you save money every time you use it. I save over $300 in a year just using my card. I use it all the time. I use it at least once a day somewhere. So the Weller's discount cards are free today. You just need to call 422-7336. Yes, duck in. Yes. You've used it evidently. Okay, the light bulb just went off. Okay. Anyway, you can use it at the Ducky and Car Wash. You save $3 on the Extreme, and it's every time. So you figure I go there 10, 20 times a year. So 20 times $3 sounds like $60 to me. So if you want to save some money, get a Weller's discount card. They are free. You just have to call the number on your screen. I hear the phone ringing right now. So if you call while I'm on the phone, you just have to hang up and call right back. That's the best that we have to offer here at this live remote at Smith's Cafe. And we want to thank them for sponsoring this show. Caller, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today?
I'm just fine. How about yourself, Mr. Weller?
Real good. Are you watching on TV or Facebook?
I'm on the television. I watch you every Saturday morning.
Wow. And would you like one of these cards?
Yes, sir, I would.
And what is your name?
My name is Doug Ennis.
Doug Ennis?
Yes, sir.
All right. I can hear the TV in the background, Doug. All right. Well, I'll set a card aside for you at Weller's in Bridgeville, okay?
And I'll see you sometime next week.
All right. Thank you, Doug. Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank
See ya. Bye-bye. Bye. There we go. It's that simple. If you want one, you just call 422-7336. If Kevin Short wants to make his way down, we'd like to have a word with Kevin and Debbie, if Debbie would be willing to chime in. This will be the life and times of Kevin and Debbie Short. We want to know how things have been. We know Kevin was very intent on purchasing an elephant. If you guys remember, a while back, he wouldn't take no for an answer. He's like, I'm going to get an elephant and house this thing in Georgetown. What's the road he lives on, Kevin or Colin? I can't even remember. But anyway, Wilson Road. Is that right? We got to give these little frogs away, too. I forgot about that. Oh, here she comes. She's saying, now, don't embarrass me today. Debbie, you sit in the middle. It would be like a rose between two thorns, would be the way I would describe it. Are you all prepared for this segment? This is the Kevin and Debbie time frame.
Can I make some notes?
You want a piece of paper?
Before we get started? No, I'm fine.
All right. Debbie, how are you doing today?
I am doing great.
Last time you were on, I believe that your husband was intent on purchasing an elephant. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
And since then, I've had 2 banks call me to be a personal reference and co-sign a loan to buy a daggone elephant. So, how's the elephant hunt? Not hunt. It's not an elephant hunt. Let's not start that rumor.
No, don't start that rumor.
How has it been trying to purchase an elephant and house it in Georgetown?
Well.
Oh, it's Debbie's turn.
Well, tell them about the trouble we're having with customs.
Well,
not customs. At the Georgetown airport?
It's very hard to get a visa for an elephant.
Oh, is it really?
It's very difficult.
Wow.
Very difficult.
Change its nationality.
That would be even more difficult.
But I wanted an African elephant.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a preference.
You've contacted an elephant broker in Africa, obviously.
Well, no. An elephant broker that deals with African
Do all elephants come from Africa?
I don't know.
No.
No, they do not.
I've seen some in zoos, like they were born in a zoo.
Yes.
Yeah, the Salisbury Zoo really wasn't interested in selling any of their
They didn't want to talk about
it. Yeah.
It's probably because of the scales.
Yeah.
Because they have to cross the scales there when they come into Delaware.
Yeah.
That is true.
It is.
You're right.
Right.
To protect our highways.
To protect our highways.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right.
You bought that lie.
That's the only reason the scales exist.
That's right.
That's right.
They're not there to make revenue. It's to protect the highways. And the byways.
That's
sure.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Debbie, how much effort did you put into this elephant project?
Kevin got elephant skin boots.
No way.
Yes.
Have you got them on?
No, but that was the compromise.
Did they fit, or did you just get a pair?
Oh no, they were custom made.
I wondered. I saw that pair over here at the Teen Challenge on the shelf. You're the guy that got them?
No. These were.
You truly ordered a pair of elephant boots.
That's true. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Daggone, really? Yeah. I would have just went out and ordered some elephant ears or something. You ordered boots.
Yeah.
And you're going to wear them sometime?
Yeah. I'll wear them.
I got to see this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And do they have like ears on the side of them? Like, what does an elephant boot look like?
It looks like a regular leather boot.
Oh,
it's just made
made out of elephant skin.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant the boots look like 2 little elephant heads.
Now that would be cool.
No, that would be those would be pajamas.
Yes, like this. Now there is an excellent Christmas
There's some
gift
things we
idea.
can't.
There you go.
the
For the
show.
guy that has everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elephant
Yes,
slippers
we'll
to
look
wear
for
to
the
Walmart.
Yes. Well, then
Kevin
there's
no
that.
longer.
I don't go to Walmart.
He ain't going to Walmart.
Yeah.
No.
Once in.
He'll drive by Walmart to go to Target, but he ain't going to Walmart.
Been to Walmart one time since 2000.
All right. Well,
So,
obviously, they didn't need your business, Kevin.
No.
I was thinking they'd shut down.
No, they ain't even slowing down.
No, it's too bad.
All right. Well, let's not talk about why Kevin doesn't deal at Walmart.
I feel sorry for everyone that shops there.
Do you really?
I do.
All right. Well, my wife goes to Walmart or Ace Hardware almost every single day.
Ace Hardware is a great place.
It is the place to be.
It is a wonderful place.
Ace is the place.
Ace is the place. She's buying all kinds of things. She's always working on. How you
A lot
doing?
of talent. Your wife is very
She's
talented.
Ability to pick very good husbands.
Yes.
So she picked me. I can't even remember. We were like teenagers when we got together. But let's not talk about all that. How I ride my bike to Dover to see her and all that stuff. Okay?
You rode your bike to Dover to see her?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I guess I didn't.
Oh, my gosh. I lived in Milford, and I didn't have a driver's license, and my parents frowned on me driving without a license.
I guess.
So I rode my bike to Little Creek to see her all the time.
Wow.
All the time.
Very good.
Yep, when we met at the roller rink in Dover. Oh, here's this. Can you read that? Your loan is approved.
Yes.
Okay.
Jack
Right.
Riddle says
He's
he's
working
working
on
on the elephant project. So
Is he? Have you assigned that to an underwriter, Jack?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he has. He has.
Yeah.
They're working on it.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
the rate that's going to get you.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So anyway, Jack Riddle is all for Kevin getting an elephant. So what else is new in the world of the shorts?
Well, where do you want to start, dear?
Why don't you
I don't-
think for a minute and let me do Colin's commercial?
Go,
Okay.
go.
Because
go.
I realized I missed his ad,
Go.
and man,
Colin
does
is
he
important.
get...
Janet is watching from Albany, New York.
Hi, Janet. Thanks
Hi,
for
Janet.
watching from Albany.
Hi, Janet.
What's the weather like? Is it snowing in Albany yet?
I don't
no,
think so.
I don't think
No.
so.
No.
I doubt it.
All right. Let's do Colin. Colin, because his timer's already started.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. Does it snow in Albany in August?
Yes, it does.
You know, I've been in the
Albany Alps?
I've been in the Poconos in August and been in snow.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, not in the what am I talking about? In the Adirondacks. I'm sorry.
The Adirondacks.
I've been
That's
in the
different than the Poconos.
Yeah, it
and
is.
I'm not even real smart.
Because
I know
they got
for
chairs.
sure.
They got chairs
Lifts.
at the Adirondacks. Yeah.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. Adirondack chairs. You sell them, didn't you?
Oh,
yeah, you used to sell those. Yeah.
I
You didn't
did.
sell any Pocono chairs.
That's true. Not yet.
You gotta
As soon as the
stand in
Amish start making
you have to
Pocono
stand in
chairs.
the Poconos, but you can sit in the Adirondacks.
Okay.
No, seriously, it was that Bluegrass Festival we did there was always the third week of August, and it did snow. So.
It's okay, Katie. Colin don't care about it.
Yeah, we're
and neither does Kevin.
Apparently, I don't care, and you're blaming me now.
He doesn't care about my time.
I was saying,
No, he does. He
I can
does.
tell.
I was having a conversation.
All
He's
right.
going on about chairs
All right,
you don't sell
so-
anymore.
Right. You've been in the Adirondacks. Right.
Let's talk about everything we don't sell.
Right. And the days we're not open.
Yeah.
All right.
Burn
so
all our time
Is that
up on
not
that.
being open on Saturday thing still working out?
you won't believe this.
But your sales are up.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's why.
Let's look at the whole year.
Okay. Well, we're not there yet, but I'm saying by closing on Saturday, it has been difficult. We've gave everybody a break, but it really has made it so the days we are open, our level of service is better.
That's good.
Because to be open 6 days a week and not go broke with overtime, you got to move, you got to rotate everybody around. So every day you're weak. You're always one person weak. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying we're going to do it forever. But right now, business is up. Business is up, though, because business is just up.
It's busy.
Business is up. The economy is
I think
just
business is great
off
for
the hook.
anybody that wants to work. There's
Right. If
plenty
you're
of work.
not working right now,
you're never going to work.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're never going to work.
Yeah, if
Right.
you're not working now.
Well, I
forget
read an
it.
article. The CEO of Target said this is the greatest economy he's ever seen.
Wow,
I believe it.
That's probably
Yeah.
true.
I believe it. Now, my worry is, could it take a dip?
Right.
But that's okay.
Well,
We'll-
everything's cyclical, but you know we survived the rest of them, so
Yeah, we have.
we're here.
But I started selling some weird stuff the last time around.
It's gonna
Yeah,
get
but
even
you
weirder
didn't-
this time.
We got 8 seconds for Colin.
Oh, Colin, you got 6 seconds left on your commercial.
Oh, I just burned all that time up, didn't I?
How's the
Squandered it.
economy? How's the economy at Wall Service
We're
Center?
busy. We are busy.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't it something?
This time last year was a lot less busier.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Last
Yep.
year was actually not a great year for us.
Really?
Yeah. This year has been great.
Well, good. Isn't it nice when it does come back like
Oh, it
that?
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Yeah. It's
Have a good
always
year.
Nice. It's always
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So,
Meeting
It's nice from
payroll
week
is
to
like
week
the,
when it comes
is
back.
the lowest standard.
right. Would you say?
Meeting
pay-
payroll is like the lowest standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where you just go, shoo.
right. I just
Everything.
meant payroll.
Right,
But it
yeah.
would be nice to make some profit.
Yeah, it is. It can be.
So, Wall Service Center, you can finish your commercial.
Hey, we are open today at Wall Service Center, so give us a call if you want to get on the schedule for next week, 422-8110. But we're doing all kinds of work. We're talking about things that you can just stop in for. So airing the tires, if you
Yep.
need air in your tires, we do that absolutely free. And it doesn't take a lot of time. I mentioned that I was at out of town, and I was at one of those free air pumps
Right.
at one of the
Right.
gas stations. I didn't think I'd ever get the tire filled.
Really?
Yeah, it just slow.
Was it like at a
forever.
little convenience store?
Yeah, a gas station. Yeah.
Well, you may
A
not
big
realize
convenience
this.
store.
There was
Okay.
a guy that you couldn't see with a bicycle pump.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't think I could see him because he wasn't there.
Yeah.
You
I
need
think
to
he
have one of these things. We sell them. But anyway, it's a little pump. You plug it into your cigarette lighter.
Right.
It is handy to have.
Right, and it takes just as long.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, what I'm saying is we've got a real air compressor. We can just put air in your tires, and it just goes in, and it doesn't take forever to do.
How many horsepower air compressor is this?
I don't know, but it is the original 1968 air compressor.
Wow.
From Wall Service Center.
You've got to be on your last payment on that thing.
Yeah, let me tell you about this.
There's probably capacitors in the engine of that, in the motor of that probably have...
I've replaced some of the capacitors.
They probably have carcinogenics in them.
I've replaced some of the capacitors.
But he's a long distance from the Mississippian River.
Yeah.
There's no danger of them leaking into the river.
Right. But we had you have a boiler inspector that comes around. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, yeah, and checks the air tank.
Checks the air tank.
Yes.
And he came in, and it was a younger guy, and came in, and he said, you might want to put some rubber insulators under because it's bolted right to the concrete.
Okay.
You might want to put some rubber insulators on there. He said, because over time, they can crack. These tanks can crack, and it's just hard on things. And I was like, that's a great idea. But it has been here for 50 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're still doing pretty good with it. So I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm not
going to. It could be that 52nd year, though, that just,
That's right.
It's split right
That's
down
right.
the middle.
Before you know it, you'll be saying, man, that thing only lasted 50 years.
Right. Yeah. So we're proud of that thing. We do have to replace the belts every once in a while. I put a compressor or a capacitor on probably about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And didn't dispose of them in the river.
No, huh?
No.
Nope.
They're
It
still
was
sitting in a
properly
box.
disposed of, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. They probably hired a company to come in and.
Yes, they come every week. Actually, the company I hired.
Do they really?
Mhm, They come
Okay.
every week to take stuff away.
Okay.
Trash collectors.
So
City of Milford.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway,
All right, 422.
Wall Service Center is open. 422-8110. WallServiceCenter.com on the web. Downtown Milford. Just stop in. We're at 220 Northeast Front Street.
All right.
All right.
What would you two like to talk about? I enjoy having you on.
Well, we were supposed to
We
discuss
enjoy.
that doing this Collins segment, which we got so involved in and probably took most of his time that I forgot to discuss it.
That's
Why don't
okay.
you talk about the barbecue Brooks house?
Well, I
Yes,
can
tell
do
us.
that. I can say that we are moving along. We are having folks who are becoming successful and leaving the house and going out
Because you
to
had,
live independently.
what is the word? They graduate out or they
Yeah,
just,
well,
I don't know what it
They
is.
transition out.
They transition out. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, transition.
So you've had a
They-
couple people
yeah,
now.
Yeah, a couple people
Wow.
recently.
Because the house has been there over a year?
We're coming up on 2 years in November.
2
Our
years.
second anniversary in November.
Wow.
yes.
Congratulations.
Time flies. Thank
I
you.
remember
Thank
all
you.
the time you talked about it before it even came to happen, in other
Yes,
words, and it
yes.
was just like started out as a dream
It
and
did.
and a passion, and then it became it's going to absolutely
Became a
happen,
reality,
and
yes,
and
yes.
now it's blessing people.
Yep, it is.
Well, very good. Do
One
you have
of the
any
things that's
needs?
blessing me. Oh, we always have needs.
Oh, always have
Yeah,
needs.
we always
Okay.
have needs.
All right. Well, let's not get into that.
Okay. all
No,
right,
you
all
can
right.
if you want, though.
Well,
Now that you brought it up.
women need. Our women need jobs, of course. I mean,
Oh,
everybody is working. but
okay. I never
you
thought of
can
that. They need a
always-
job.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
if anybody has a need for a woman to help give a woman a chance to re-enter the workforce, they
Okay.
can call me at 302-249-7751. That's my personal number.
249-7751.
That's it.
Okay.
249-7751.
All right.
So that's everybody in the house right now is working. Some are working part-time and not full-time.
Okay.
Who would like to find full-time employment.
Okay.
So, because as Kevin pointed out, if you're not, or somebody pointed out, if you're not working right now, you're never going to work.
Right.
Right.
But full-time, I tell the women when they first come, this is not your dream job. This is your now
Transition.
job. Yeah, this is your
Right.
for now job.
Right.
And the dream job will come. So we're
Yep.
just looking for employment opportunities.
I'm
for
gonna
the
I'm gonna
ladies.
brag on Debbie a little bit. And people don't know this, but
Okay. I'm going to grab something while you're doing that.
she actually provides transportation for a lot of these girls who don't have cars or don't have a driver's license,
Right,
I guess.
that's true. That's true.
And so it's you have one girl that you have to pick up every night at
11.
Allen's
She
at
gets
11
open at
o'clock.
11, uh-huh.
So she has to leave the house at 20 of 11 every night, drive and pick this girl up and take her home. And she always gets home every night at about 20 minutes after 11. It's when you
Wow.
So I'd gone to bed, fell asleep, woke up, and saw it was 11:30, and Debbie wasn't home yet. So I called her, And so the girl had to work an hour.
She had to work an hour overtime. Yeah.
So she sat in the parking lot.
But she didn't. She wasn't advised until she said her
which
boss
was no
told
fault
her,
of her own.
No,
Right.
Her boss called her at 5:11 and said, "Your replacement is called out. I've got somebody on their way to replace you, and just can you hang there until she comes?"
Wow.
That's the truth.
But you get when you do this kind of thing, you get a lot of criticism. People think that there's some sort of angle that you're working or whatever. It's not really about the girls. It's about the girls.
Because I can't even imagine what an angle would be.
Yeah, well,
there's nothing to gain.
No, but
except making a difference in somebody's life.
You'd be surprised, especially from other owners of other houses that don't do it this way. That that have for-profit status houses. This is a non-profit status house. But there's a lot of dedication. I mean, getting up every she's got a full schedule and leave every night at 20 minutes of 11 to go pick up somebody.
I agree.
Work, just so they can have a job.
Right.
Because it's too far to walk at 11 o'clock at night. It's not safe. So, and this morning you were supposed to take somebody to work at 7, and you did get somebody to do that.
No, they closed the plant today. They're not working today.
Really?
So she doesn't have to. But when we're finished here today, I'll be taking one of the ladies to work at noon. So
and then you're bringing some of them to the Teen Challenge.
Yeah. My ladies are coming to the Teen Challenge crab feast today, and they're very excited about it. A couple of them attended last year, and they had a great time.
And the Reminders are playing.
And the Reminders.
And the food is going to be good.
The food is excellent.
Reminders are also playing tomorrow morning at Epworth United Methodist Church.
Really?
In Rehoboth.
Yes.
We're there for all 3 services.
Yes.
So
I want to have a contest.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Sure.
Kevin brought these headphones in, and I want to give them away right here on the show.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Sure. Yeah.
So you'll have to pick them up at Weller's.
And these are not
week.
the ones we're giving away on Tech Talk this week.
Right.
I'm going
to move that over.
You're going to move that? Okay.
And we want to give away a set of headphones. So here's how we're going to do it. Is that all right? I want somebody to figure out what show number this Tuesday night show is going to be. Okay. And they got to be the first person to call and tell us the Mid-South Audio Show, Tech Talk Live.
And the one we do once
Tuesday
a month,
night,
we've done over a year.
Right. You've done it over a year.
And we do it
you've done it once a month.
And we've not gotten to 2 years yet.
So there's at least 6 times.
Yeah.
You got to call in and tell us what show number this Tuesday night show is going to be, and you'll win this set of headphones.
Cool.
Is that all right?
HD 661s by Superlux.
Really?
There you go. Yep.
All right. So we're going to give them away. You got to guess. Well, really, you can look it up. There's a way you can learn the answer if you want.
www.midsouthaaudio.com. Go to the Tech Talk tab and see what the episode.
Don't tell them exactly how to do it.
What last month's episode was, and then add one.
So we're trying to get somebody to call in and tell us what show number. What number are they on?
Will this show be? Yes.
Will this show be? Colin's got something to say, or there's something wrong, or you're out of time, Kevin, is what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
He's saying Kevin's out of time.
This keeps happening.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It does. There's only one solution.
It's like you've limited our friendship. It's like you
no. Holy mackerel.
And that's correct.
That is correct.
The number we said earlier was the previous show. Yes. That's
okay.
Right.
So they would have to take what you said earlier and add one to it.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, nobody's biting on the hook.
These are.
Whoa.
Whoa. Now
watch the tablecloth.
Yeah.
Don't rip the tablecloth.
This is
all right. So what we're asking you, if you want to win these headphones, take them out. They're one size fits all.
Hang on.
So, and they're white. What color are they? They're white for real.
These are white Superlux headphones.
Superlux.
Yep.
So
Made
we're
by
giving them
Avlex.
away absolutely free to the first person to call and tell us Mid-South Audio does a show every month.
Tech Talk Live.
Tech Talk Live.
What episode is the August episode?
Yes. They've done it at least for 1 year. So it's been on at least 6 times because they do it every month.
2 years.
And it's not been on 2 years. So
somewhere between 12 and 24.
Yes. Right. 12 and 24.
And it's an odd number.
And it's an odd number. Holy mackerel, Kevin, you're going to tell them. You're not careful. All right. So you got to call in if you want to win these headphones. All right. We're going to give them away. Kevin will deliver them. He will tune your stereo system. No, I'm just kidding you. All that was a joke.
We'll show up. We'll install them. Yeah.
You'll install them. Yeah. You'll hook their printer to them.
Make sure they're contoured to their head.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Mold them.
None of this is true.
None of that is true. You're going to pick them up at Weller's in
we
Bridgeville.
get a disclaimer on that?
Do.
Everything Kevin Short is saying right now is not true.
Yep. Where's our thing that said this is a paid advertisement?
Well, it's not, is it?
It's not. No, we're in.
Good. Well, wait a minute.
All right, we're not going to get a phone call on that.
Paid
so,
advertisement.
all right.
So I've talked about how hard Debbie works. Can I talk about how wonderful you are? Not that you don't do it enough.
You can.
Wait, wait, 1 minute.
What's that?
Now, I have something to say.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Am I in trouble?
No, I just woke up and I want to say this.
Okay.
Kevin is bragging on me, but I want to brag on him and
Okay.
the guys at Mid-South Audio.
Yes.
Let me
brag
tell you
on them.
something. Kevin makes excellent choices in the people that he employs. Those guys and gals that work for Mid-South Audio, and I'll exclude myself from this statement, are really hardworking, dedicated folks, and they bring it every single day.
And
I appreciate them.
And it's obviously not always air conditioned in the back of the truck when they're unloading.
No, they
or
work
outside when they're
the
setting up.
hottest, wettest summer.
Yes.
It's been very, very taxing.
Yes, it has. And
Yeah.
The conditions are just, the working conditions a lot of times just aren't great.
Yep, you do have a very, very good crew
but
and team. And
every day they bring it. They're considerate. They're professional, and they're just great. A great bunch of people. So.
And when it's busy and you're in the concert season, there's weeks on end when it's 7-day weeks.
Yeah. Long hours, late nights.
Long hours, late nights, early mornings. 4 hours of sleep, get up and do it all again.
So when people go to a concert or an event, they really have no idea how hard the tech team works.
When you show up at 8 o'clock to get your seat to watch the band that's going to start at 8:30, the people that are putting that all together were probably there at 7:30 in the morning.
Working all day.
Yeah. And then as soon as that concert's done, they got to go do everything they've done since 8:30 that morning, again, in reverse.
Right. Take it all down.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lot of work.
He's just really, really blessed with
good
folks
people
that work for him.
I agree.
And I just want to take a moment to say about him for selecting them, but about them for the work product that they
do
put forth.
The guys are great.
Every day.
They're wonderful.
Day. And the gals, Katie and
And I say guys is in the
guys and gals
biblical sense of men.
The folks.
Yeah.
The folks.
People. Yes.
The team.
The team.
The team.
That's a great.
Yep.
That's even better word, but it is a good team, and they're great people.
Wow.
And I'm really honored.
And I think that it makes a difference in the product we deliver, and it sets us apart from some of the. I don't even know if we consider them competition, but some of the people that consider them to be in the same business that we're in.
Right.
Because they go for a different level of employee that may last the summer, and that's not what we're looking for. We've got career people. We've got 3 of our employees now are currently building homes, and these are people that are rooted they're rooted in the community
and invested in the community.
Absolutely, yes.
They are.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Can I
good
talk
job.
about Jim now?
Sure, talk about Jim now, but I'm sorry.
Not too much because I get embarrassed easy.
Well, I want to embarrass you.
Okay.
That's my intent.
But
So
I
let me know
just wanted to
when I
ask.
haven't
Go
poured it
ahead.
on too
Your
thick.
turn. Your turn.
So I've called Jim, for a lot of things. I called him to, I have an idea, or I heard he's got an idea, and so we have conversations and we talk. But the other day we had I had a series of doctor's appointments I needed to go to. They got moved because the doctor's time changed, and there was a conflict with a graduation with one of your girls.
Yes.
And
I
so
have a lady graduating.
and it's not an appointment I can really drive myself to because it requires you to get I don't do well with an MRI, and so I've got to medicate myself to get in it, or to get out of it. So they won't let me drive.
Okay.
So I called Jim. I said, what are you doing this whole day? You want to hang out with me in a truck, and then go to 2 doctor's appointments? And he said, absolutely. You didn't even hesitate. Right? You are good for it. Yeah, okay. I'm just checking.
It's November 7th, right?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. December, yeah. But, that's the kind of, outside of selling trailers or doing all the stuff you do, that's the kind of friend that Jim can be. Because, there's not a lot of people that would just, you said yes before I even gave you the details. You were just like, yeah, whatever, I'll do
I thought we were going to Florida.
Yeah.
So we're going to Johns Hopkins.
I may be a lot more fun on the way back.
Okay. Well, you said we're going to stop and eat, but if you're going to be all loopy,
well,
I'd rather stop at the Lexus dealer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, I do need to tell you something.
It's usually not loopy. It's usually just really, really, really tired.
Relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll talk. He'll talk.
Oh, he'll talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I've not seen
good.
that yet.
Yeah, let's not bring Jack Riddle.
Okay. Well, I will tell you, I told my wife about this after I agreed to it.
Yeah.
And
oh, boy.
And she said she's kind of happy because it's the exact same day as dealer days up at Hershey for the motorhome and travel trailer industry.
Really?
Oh.
And I was going to go and possibly consider buying and selling travel trailers or motorhomes, but really down deep, I just wanted to get a dealer price on a motorhome.
Yeah.
And so...
So am I protecting you from yourself?
Well, my wife thinks you for sure are. She thinks it's a God thing. So...
I believe it is.
So, anyway, when I was explaining
well, look,
to
if
her,
you can't do it,
No, I can do
Colin
it.
said he would do it. So, you know,
Okay.
he was my backup. So there
Okay,
you go.
no, I'm glad to do it. I'm excited to
Okay.
do it.
All right.
I love Johns Hopkins, and
Yeah,
the only thing I ask
neither one of us can get enough of that place.
and all I asked is that I could drive. That's all.
Yeah.
In other words, and
Your
I like,
vehicle.
Right.
Yeah.
I like driving.
Yeah.
And the only time I'm not allowed to drive is when I do these things called ride-alongs. They won't let me drive.
They won't let you drive there.
But I usually like to drive. So, and if
I
you
should
don't
have a
mind
new
that.
vehicle by then, but you can still drive yours.
Really? You're going to have a Cadillac Escalade by then?
No, I'm not going to do the
You're
Cadillac.
gonna buy a
Just
Denali?
Yeah, the Denali.
No, you had a Lincoln Navigator and you didn't like it.
No.
You didn't like the Navigator?
No. Worst vehicle ever.
I liked it.
Really?
I liked
Yeah.
it a lot.
But you haven't tried an Escalade.
I have not. But you know what? I don't want to pay the $25,000 premium to try it.
Yeah.
It
They're
can't-
over $100,000.
It can't be that much better, can it?
Oh, I think it. Let me tell you.
You really think that you would say, okay, this is the Denali.
You know what you're
this
going to
is the
spend on a
Escalade.
Denali?
Yeah, but okay, regardless, X on the Denali.
Right.
It's X plus $25,000 for the Escalade.
Maybe only 20.
Okay, 20.
Okay.
All right. So you think the
I do.
experience is $20,000?
I do.
better?
Yeah, I want one. It's on my bucket list. Okay, you know how you want an elephant? I want an Escalade. I want a motorhome too, and I don't even like
Well,
camping.
well, you know, my father told me to never invest in anything that eats or needs painting. So you know, I don't know. That may
Or
be the-
depreciates the minute you buy it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Because you know the depreciation on elephants is bad.
yeah. There
Just
you
like
go.
on Escalades
Yeah.
or any new vehicle.
Yeah, but you can make money from that elephant.
I just can't see the.
Maybe.
I mean,
How?
You can listen. I got some great ideas on how to earn money.
Oh, boy.
We can do elephant ride.
Oh man,
Yeah.
We
Denise
can
would
do-
not
You know
go
what the,
for that.
you know what the
The
liability
elephant.
insurance would be? I spend enough time on the phone with my insurance agent.
It's
I
no
could-
worse
But
than
I'm
insurance
telling
for
you.
putting on hitches and for talking live on TV and radio.
Or insurance for hanging speakers and
Over top
people's
of
heads.
1,000
Yeah,
people.
Yeah. No
All
different.
right, so
There you go.
you're leaning towards
Paint the
elephant rides.
Yeah, and painting the elephant like you could.
Painting?
allow pe- Yeah.
Man, you're going to have PETA out there.
With watercolors and then hose them down?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
excited
yeah.
about training animals.
Yes.
PETA. All right.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
You know, your friends are still here.
Yes,
Did
they're
they
my
want to
relatives.
talk?
They're my relatives.
Oh, that's right. They are.
That's her
My
sister?
That's her sister.
My sister's here, Judy.
And her
From-
niece?
Yeah.
Not
No.
from
She's from Wilmington.
Wilmington.
Yeah, Wilmington.
North
This is
Carolina?
No, Delaware. Wilmington.
I was
Delaware.
born in Wilmington, Delaware.
There you go.
I was adopted in
She lives
Wilmington,
there.
Delaware.
And then my niece and nephew, Corey and Nancy, are here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, folks,
Nancy's
we're in the
birthday
last.
is tomorrow. She's going to be.
What is?
Nancy's birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Nancy.
There you go.
There you go.
Nancy's birthday
Day early.
tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. Now, I want to give away these headphones, but nobody
Cool.
seems
Nobody
to know
called.
it.
Is the phone off the hook?
One more chance. The numbers have a 1 and a 7 in them.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's either the 71st.
So it could be the 71st or the 17th show.
Yeah. But since it's less than 2 years, I'm thinking it might be. All you got to do is call. You'll win these
Or
headphones.
we just want you to call and put in a positive comment about Kevin or Debbie.
Oh, that might be harder to get. You
Oh,
might,
really?
I might have to,
You might be
I might
better
have to
off
bribe
to
him with the
ask for it.
headphones.
All right.
You might be better.
Well, anyway, I'm having a good
You know what?
show.
And that's not. Look, I have been blessed not only with great employees. I've been blessed with great customers.
Yes.
We have some unbelievably great.
Yes, you do.
Customers.
Look at us right here.
Loyal.
Look at all the stuff you've talked us into.
That's exactly.
It's all right here.
And look at what's to come. Yeah.
And look at what's to come. That's right.
There you go.
Hey, I got my eye on a violin.
Really?
Maybe.
For you?
For my granddaughter.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Not for me.
Wonderful.
Okay.
She's taking violin lessons.
That's cool.
So, anyway.
We can make that happen.
Well, anyway, Jay Wilkins says, good morning. Good morning, Jay. So, what is left? Anybody want a Preston Frog?
Jay needs headphones. Jay, you just got to call. Dial the number 422-7336. And then...
We want to give away these frogs, too.
We want to give away the frogs and the headphones.
So, is the phone broke? Oh, what? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you guys want to come talk? Come on, quick. Do you want a frog? I was pretty firm no. All right, anyway.
We're running out of time to get these headphones
Running out of
away.
time, so we'll do it another day. But listen to me. Weller's Utility Trailers needs your business and appreciate your business. I do want to make that clear. A lot of people don't understand why we closed on Saturdays. We didn't do it because we don't need business. We did it because we want to give our help a break. We want to take a little bit of a break. We want to have the weekend off. We might change our mind on it, but right now we do appreciate everybody's support. We had a very, very good week. We've had very good weeks all year, so we want to say thanks a lot. But if anybody needs any of what Weller sells, and if you don't even know what Weller sells, just go to wellers.com, and you'll probably at some point say, I didn't know they sold that. Gee, I didn't know they sold this. So we have a lot of interesting things. We're celebrating 44 years of being in business. That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
That's a long time. And we're always looking for more help if we can
There
get
we go.
any.
We got time. We got 1 minute and 9 seconds to give these headphones away.
422-7336.
She's
They're
on the
not
phone.
going to get through.
She's screening the call right now.
No way.
Yes, she's on it.
She's got a call?
There we go. Okay. Call
Are
her
they there? Hello?
Hello.
Good morning. Are they there? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We scared him away.
Call real quick.
44
422-7336. Anyway, I want to thank everybody. Next week is our 5-year anniversary. We might have a surprise. We might not have a surprise. I have no idea. So,
but the surprise won't be that you're not going to be here.
That won't be the surprise.
Okay, good.
So,
Yeah.
no, we'll be here. Hit the share button one more time. Everybody watching on Facebook, hit the share button one more time if you would, please. Like us on Facebook if you would. Also, Weller's Utility Trailers, Weller Does Delmarva, and you can be my friend Jim Weller. Thanks, everybody, for being involved with the show. Bob Mitchell is leaving us, so thank you, Bob. Don't forget to look everybody up and check everything out, and have a good weekend. God bless you. I'll see you. Bye-bye.